All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We weren't going to call the game tonight, but you know what? We're going to do it. It's baseball night in America. It's on Fox, but it did still come up on MLB TV, so we'll be able to call the game tonight. I was a little worried at first. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to call the game. Good to have everybody in here. Look at that. We already picked up a subscriber just like that. We're at 931. Good to have all of you here. Definitely the last game we'll call for the season. Good to have everybody in. Of course, this is a very interactive chat here. Love to hear from you guys. I'm going to change that in a minute here. Be right back. We'll go over lineups here in a second. Talk a little bit of baseball. If you have questions, anything you want to ask, please ask it. Love answering questions about baseball, about the Orioles. Good to have all of you here. Laura's here. Jeannie's here. Daniel Berry Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you all here. Orioles are going with a makeshift lineup tonight. They clinched home field advantage in the wild card starting Tuesday night. So a lot of the main starters will be out of the lineup today. But let's go over the lineup. Jackson Holliday is going to be batting first at shortstop. Adley Rutman is catching, batting second. Anthony Santander batting third in right field. Batting fourth at first base, Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch to Jackson is a swing and a foul. The game's underway. Batting fifth and DHing is Ryan Mountcastle. Sixth in left field is Heston Kjerstad. Seventh at second base is Ramon Arias. Batting eighth at third base is Emmanuel Rivera. And Austin Slater's batting ninth in center field. Next pitch to Jackson Holliday. Swing and a miss, strike two. So quickly 0-2 for Holliday. Bowman is pitching for the Orioles tonight. Mike Baumann is pitching. I keep saying Mike Baumann, but I don't even know if it is. He's going to be an opener for the Orioles tonight. So good to have you all here. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Holliday. That's a ball high. 1-2. Again, the Orioles have clinched home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs in the wild card series, so they're going to be sitting some guys tonight. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's outside, ball two. 2-2. So Gunnar Henderson, Cedric Mullins, Jordan Westburg, all those guys are out of the lineup tonight. And well-deserved rest, especially for Gunnar. He's played like 157 games this year. 2-2 pitch, swinging and a foul back. So a good start for Holliday here. The Orioles did announce that their Game 1 starter on Tuesday is going to be Corbin Burns. Richard, the legend. What's up, Richard? Good to see you, buddy. So Corbin Burns will be starting. 2-2 pitch again, another foul back. So good at bat here from Jackson Holliday. He's already seen 6 pitches. This will be pitch number 7. Jeff Snook, welcome in. Hey there, Walt. A lot of disappointment here, as you might imagine, but at the same time, nice to see the Tigers get in. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jeff. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's the ball in the dirt, 3-2. I actually didn't realize just how bad it had gone for Minnesota. Back on like September 6th, they had a 95% chance of making the playoffs. And now they're out. I'm sorry for that. They just didn't play well. 3-2 pitch coming outside, ball 4. So leadoff walk. Good at bat for Jackson Holliday there. He went behind in the count 0-2, and he works his way into a leadoff walk. That's a good at bat. Dan, 820 Chief, welcome in. Again, some guys are off tonight. No Cedric Mullins, no Colton Cowser, no Gunnar Henderson, no Jordan Westburg. All very well-needed off days for a lot of those guys. So here we go. Adley Rutman, first pitch to him, outside, ball 1. Rutman had 2 hits in the game last night. Just a bad second half for Rutman. I still think he's hurt. 251 hitter, 19 home runs, 77 RBIs. Nothing to sneeze at. Really good numbers for a catcher, in my opinion. 19 home runs, 77 RBIs, and a 250 average. I wish the average was about 20 points higher, though. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a foul. 1-1. Yeah, Jeannie, I saw that. And again, I don't like to see that stuff. But the 120, they won today, actually. They beat Detroit today 4-0. So big game for Kansas City tonight against Atlanta. That's actually a very important game for both of those teams. Atlanta needs it just as much as Kansas City does. 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul, 1-2. Because if you're Kansas City, you really want to get the number 4 seed so you can face the Orioles. The number 6 seed's going to have to go into Houston. So, with Detroit's loss, Detroit might fall to the 6th seed. 1-2 pitch is high, 2-2. The Pirates were a huge disappointment yet once again. Dan, I'm going to agree with you only because the Pirates, late in the season, into August, the Pirates were in the playoff chase. They were like 2 games out. So, excuse me, I got to agree. Excuse me, 2-2 pitches fouled back. You know, I'm sorry, but I got to agree with you there. I hate to say it, but I think the Pirates could have been better and really kind of fell off. I don't disagree with you there. I think they were better than that, and they just didn't. I don't know what happened. All right, Rutman set 2-2 pitch. Line drive, hit pretty well, but right at the left fielder. He's there, and that's the first out. Jackson Holliday's going to retreat back to first base, so 1 down. I'm going to bring up Anthony Santander. You know, I look at Santander's numbers. If you look at just, home runs, RBIs, they look very good. 44 home runs, 102, 103 RBIs. What I don't like about Santander is the 235 batting average. That's 237. 44 home runs, 102 RBIs, 821 OPS, but a 237 batting average. That's way. I don't like having somebody with that low of an average. First pitch to him is curveball, low and inside, ball 1-0. So share us out, folks. Let everybody know we're here. We already picked up 1 subscriber. That's awesome. Here we go. 1-0 is a called strike. 1-1. Oh, we picked up another one. Hey, we're at 932. That's amazing. Getting closer and closer to 1,000 subs. For those who don't know, tomorrow morning we will be at Magic Kingdom for our other channel, our Disney channel. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball dribbler to the first baseman. Flips it to the pitcher covering for the second out. But Jackson Holliday does move up to second base and gets into scoring position. So it was a dribbler up the line. The first baseman had to cover it. He had to field it. But the pitcher got off the mound really, really well. And that's a, what's that? 3-1 assist. 3-1 put out. If I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 3-1 put out. So here's Ryan O'Hearn. He had a big night last night. Hit a home run. First pitch to him. There's a strike right down the middle. 0-1. .259 hitter, 14 home runs, 57 RBIs. Numbers definitely fell off this year for O'Hearn. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, he challenged him. 95 right down the middle. Said, here, hit it. And O'Hearn couldn't get there. .02 pitch is a fly ball to left field. Hit pretty deep. Really deep and gone! That's a 2-run home run down the left field line. I thought it was going to go foul, but it stays fair down the left field line. And Ryan O'Hearn with the 2-run, 2-out, opposite field home run. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to go foul, but the left fielder kept chasing it, and it just stays inside the foul pole. And just like that, the O's take a 2-0 lead. Holy cow, just like that. The ball was on, it was tailing away from him. He got the bat in, and he inside outed it, but was somehow able to muscle it out just over the fence. So 2-0 Birds. Here's Mountcastle. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, strike 1. Wow, how about that? Just like that. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Ryan Mountcastle. For O'Hearn, it would really be a big boost if the Orioles can start getting him swinging well against righties. That would be, again, another big boost to the lineup. If they can start getting 1 through 9 hitting, it'll be to their advantage going into the playoffs, no matter who they face. 0-2 pitch coming to Mountcastle, outside and low, ball 1, 1-2. Yeah, if you like Disney, we go live from the parks. We got almost 18,000 subs over there, so come check us out. 1-2 pitch is outside, just outside. Pitcher thought he had the call, but he didn't. So 2-2. I don't like the way Fox calls games, though. They're all over the place with the video. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. High fastball, 96 mile an hour, and Mountcastle couldn't catch up to it. But the O's get 2 off the 2-run homer from Ryan O'Hearn, and just like that, Baltimore's got a 2-0 lead. I think they said if the Orioles win today, which is actually, I can't believe that's correct. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm trying to see something here. They said that the Orioles, if they won today, would have 90 wins, which I don't think that's correct. See, it goes from 83 to 84, and then it stops. 84. Where's 85? So, 1983, 96, and 97. Nope, they didn't. Okay, so this will be the first time. If the Orioles win tonight and win, it'll be the first time since 82 and 83. It'll be the first time since 1982 and 1983 that they had back-to-back 90-plus win seasons. That's sad. Actually, now that I think about it, that's actually kind of sad that it's been the Orioles haven't put back back-to-back 90-win seasons in over 40 years. Including in 1996, they won like 88 games. 1997, they did win 90. Even in 2012 and 14, when they won, they didn't win 90-plus games back-to-back seasons. So, kind of interesting. Matt Baumann. I'm sorry, I said Mike. So Matt Baumann's on the bump today. 24 games this year. This will be his first start. He's a starter for the Orioles today. He's just an opener. He's set. First pitch. There's a ball high. 1-0. I don't know what the Orioles will do. I think this game actually could be a slugfest today. It could very well see the Orioles or Minnesota winning this game like 10-9. I think it could be a slugfest today. 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2-0. I don't know why they went with I don't know why the Orioles went with an opener. Because they'll have the off day Monday, but to me this means they're going to need to use the bullpen a lot today. 2-0 pitch. Here's a strike, 2-1. So Julian, Martin, Lee, Lewis, Santana, Castro, Jeffers, Farmer, and Margot. Minnesota is officially eliminated from playoff contention. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-2. But again, Detroit lost today to the White Sox 4-0. So it's kind of a big game for Kansas City tonight. They need to win this game. I don't know what the head-to-head is. And if anybody in the chat knows, I don't know what the head-to-head is between Detroit and Kansas City for the regular season. But it's going to be important. 2-2 pitch. Inside and high. Ball 3-2. Rutman tried to bring it back over the plate and get the call, but he did not get it. So 3-2 count. Matt Baumann. I think it's Baumann. So he runs the count full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a changeup. Just like that. So 1 down in the inning. It looked like a changeup. It looked like he was out in front of it. Good to have all 11 of you in here. Kind of a last-minute stream. So I appreciate you being here. We got 16 likes already. And don't forget to vote. I got a cool poll out there. I want to hear what you guys think the O's are going to do in the playoffs. And so far, not many of you think they're going to do very well. Here's the next hitter. Inside to Martin. It almost hits him, but it doesn't. Here's Austin Martin. Sounds like a car, but it's not. It's a person. That's an Aston Martin. Here we go. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike. 1-1. So right now, after 10 votes, 40% of you think the Orioles are going to lose in the first round. 30% think they're going to lose in the LCS. 10% of you think they're going to lose in the World Series. And 20% of you think, nope, they're not going to lose. They're going to go all the way. There we go. 1-1 pitch on the way. Ball low and outside. 2-1. It was in the dirt. So I'm thinking what they're looking for out of Matt Baumann today is probably 2, maybe 3 innings. Unless he's just getting shelled. I think they're going to probably give him 2 to 3 innings if they can get it out of him. There's 11 more votes. There we go. 2-1 pitch. There's a pop-up. Shallow center field. Looks like Austin Slater's going to get there, and he does. That's the second out of the inning. 2 down. John! AB, what's up, John? Good to see you, bud. Good to have everybody in here. We got 15 of you watching. That's awesome. Welcome in, Orioles, Twins. Orioles going with a makeshift lineup tonight. Got a lot of guys off. They're trying to give them some rest. The AJ Show, welcome in. Good to have you here. Thanks for being in. Rocco Baldelli, I think he'll be back with Minnesota, even though they did kind of falter in the second half, 12-25. I think they're going to be back next year. Here's Lee. First pitch to him is high and away, 1-0. I think he's back next year. I really do. I think Baldelli did fine. I think they might give him another shot next year. I guess we'll see. What do you think, Jeff? I don't know if you're still out there. 1-0 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field. So a 2-out hit by Lee for Minnesota gives them their first base runner. I think you guys will make it to the League Championship Series. We'll see. It really just depends. Look, I'll be honest with you. If you look 1-9 at the Orioles, 1-9, healthy and being productive, all things being equal now. Obviously, I know there's a lot of variables. 1-9, I'll put the Orioles line up against anybody's. I really would, including the Dodgers. Okay? Although I think the Dodgers have the edge, 1-9, because of the big 3 they have. Next pitch to the hitter is a strike, 0-1 to Royce Lewis. I really think the Orioles, if healthy and they're producing the way they're supposed to produce, 1-9, they're as good as anybody, including the Yankees. I think their lineup's better than the Yankees, 1-9. And they have Soto and Judge, but after that, outside, ball 1-1. The Orioles, they have Santander, they have Gunnar Anderson, they have Jordan Westberg, they have Cedric Mullins, they have Ryan O'Hearn, they have Ryan Mountcastle. They have Adley Rutman. They have a very good lineup. 1-1 pitch on the way. Oh, there's a swing and a foul back, 1-2. As a Rays fan, you have had an awesome year. Well, the Rays, for all intents and purposes, find a way every year for such a small market club to be able to develop and draft the way they have. I as an Orioles fan, I didn't think it would last forever. They really have done really well. It just wasn't their year. And they had a lot of injuries. There's a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner to Royce Lewis. And that's the inning. So after 1 inning, we're going to head to the top of the second inning. O's are keeping the lead. There's a lot of different variables that went into it for the Rays this year. Underperforming. The Wander Franco situation got them off to a bad start at the very beginning of the season. That didn't help them. And that was one of your superstars in the making coming. That certainly didn't help. And then you had injuries, and then there was some underperforming. And just, next thing you know, you're behind the 8 ball and you're 10 games out. And then Randy Rosarina gets traded, and they sell for the first time. And, it is what it is. What as a Rays fan, what you're hoping, AJ, and again, just my opinion, is you just hope it's not a prolonged absence of good baseball. And I don't feel that it will, because I still don't think this division is that strong of a division. I think Toronto is in a crisis situation. I don't know what happened with them. I actually picked them to be like third. Boston is, when I look at Boston's lineup, I still don't think they're that good. I think their pitching overperformed this year. But I guess we'll see. The Yankees are the Yankees. Do they re-sign Juan Soto? What if they don't? That makes them very vulnerable. And their pitching isn't getting any younger. They don't have young pitching. Nestor Cortez, Carlos Rodon, and Garrett Cole, they're not young. So, it's a very winnable division. This whole season was winnable for anybody. There was no one team in baseball that was that juggernaut team. Like last year, the Atlanta Braves last year won 104 games. Even the Orioles won 101. They were the team in the American League last year. Not this year. There is no one team this year that's a juggernaut. Nobody's going to win 100 games. So, we'll see. And again, guys, I don't have all the pomp and circumstances with my channel. I know you see a lot of Disney stuff behind me. I do this based on my knowledge of the game, interacting with you guys, calling the game, and talking baseball. It should be more about substance than pomp and circumstance. I don't have all the fiery stuff in the background and all the real cool stuff on the screen. I just punch some stuff up there and we talk about it. So I hope that's enough for you. And if it's not, I totally get it. It's about having fun on this channel. All right, so here's Heston Kjerstad. First pitch to him is a swing and a foul. 0-1. Kjerstad's another one of these guys. I think once he gets the amount of at-bats that he needs to get, he's got to get 400, 500 at-bats. You'll see that the talent proves through. 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball foul. 0-2 quickly. I really feel that way. And I think people have to remember that about Jackson Holliday, too. Look at Colton Cowser last year. He batted like 115 for the Orioles in 45 games. Look at him this year with 500 at-bats. 24 home runs. He's probably going to win American League Rookie of the Year. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch. And Kjerstad can't get there. That's strike 3. I think you have to look at when you look at the numbers of these players, small sample size. Very small sample size when it comes to some of these players. To be honest with you, even like Adley Rutman and Gunnar Henderson have less than 1,500, 1,600 at-bats. Here's Ramon Arias, outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Gunnar and Adley Rutman still have less than 2,000 at-bats in the major leagues. So all these guys are still very young, very new to the game. 0-1 pitch to Arias. There's a pop-up, and it's going to get out of play, 0-2. Walt, you're going to try to do a playoff game or two? Would much rather watch you than the ESPN2. I'm not, Jeff. Playoff games are not, you don't want me calling a playoff game. I won't do well, especially if the Orioles aren't doing well. 0-2 pitch. There's a line drive. Base hit into center field. Nice piece of hitting right there by Ramon Arias. That ball was down and away. He just went with it and just shoots it into center field for a nice piece of hitting. So with one out, the Orioles get a base runner. That was nice. That's going to bring Emmanuel Rivera to the plate. Here's first pitch to Rivera. Inside, almost hits him. Ball 1-0. I got to be honest with you. Emmanuel Rivera, for the little bit of time he's been with the Orioles, he's probably going to make the postseason roster. I really think he probably will. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. Outside, ball 2, just off the corner. So 2-0 count to Rivera here. Yeah, Jeff, if they're not playing well, I might even get blocked from YouTube. It won't be pretty. Melissa usually leaves during playoff games. 2-0 pitch. Oh, checks his swing, but it hits the bat. That's a strike. 2-1. Yeah, Melissa doesn't like being around when the playoff games are happening because I get very, very emotional. I'm on the edge. Like the dog will go hiding. He does. The dog hides. Melissa leaves. I don't watch playoff games with friends. I can't. It won't be fun. 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-1. It's just not. I'm not one of these. I love my teams, but I'm also, maybe I'm too realistic. Maybe I'm super realistic with my teams where I don't have that fan mentality or stupidity, as I like to call it. There's a fly ball. Hit pretty well. Hit really well to left center field. That ball is gone. Emmanuel Rivera gets a pitch to hit right down the middle, and he does not miss it and hits one into the left. He hits it into the bullpen for a 2-run homer, and just like that, the Orioles have a 4-0 lead. Wow, I hope this is a prelude to the playoffs to come. That certainly helps his chances. 442 feet, 109 miles per hour off the bat. How about that? Wow, good start for the Orioles here. Yeah, a 2-2 pitch, the ball was right down the middle. It looked like a curveball that just didn't do anything. And Rivera didn't miss it and hits it into the bullpen. That's going to bring Austin Slater to the plate. First pitch to him is high and inside, ball 1-0. Yeah, I don't know. I just understand. When my team wins, I get more. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a foul. I get more after they win it. Like give you an example for the Rams. The Rams won the Super Bowl a couple years ago with Matt Stafford and all those guys. I'm not one of these, woo, wah, wah. I was more relieved that they won. One pitch, ball 2-1. I just sat back and I took a deep breath and I said, thank you, God, we won. It was really that simple. I don't know why I'm like that. It's very weird for me. I think it might be different with the Orioles. I think I probably will cry for a week if they win. 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3. It's been so long for the Birds. I mean, the Orioles haven't won a World Series in over 40 years. One of the longest streaks in baseball now at this point. So, it would. The last time they won, I was 12. 3-1 pitch, here's a swing and a foul. 3-2 to Austin Slater. I was 12 years old, and I knew of it, and I was a fan, but I'm not what I am today. As educated and as into it as I am now. It would be really nice to win. So 3-2 count to Austin Slater. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul again. But we'll see. I'm getting older, and I think that's why part of it for me, too, is because we're getting, every year that goes by and they don't win, not a lot of time left. Please! Well, I mean, I hope there is, but, you never know. Good to have all of you in here. Share us out. Let people know. 3-2 pitch to Slater inside, ball 4. It was close, but it was inside. So Matthews is really struggling. He's already given up 4 runs in this game. 2-run homer to O'Hearn, 2-run homer to Emmanuel Rivera. Again, it's just a curveball that just did nothing. It just hung out over the plate, and Rivera didn't miss it. To his credit, he could have popped it up and got it in the ground, but he didn't. But all right, back to the top of the line. Jackson Holliday. Check swing. Did he go? Yep. The umpire at the plate says he did. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a ball inside. 1-1. Again, Jackson Holliday on the season walked his first time up. 167 hitter right now. Not anywhere near enough at bats to really put any kind of emphasis on his numbers. 1-1 pitch, check swing, but he did not go. That's ball 2. Ball was high. 2-1 count on Jackson Holliday. Ryan Rowe, welcome in, Ryan. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for being here. Playoffs are starting Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday night. 2-1 pitch to him coming. There's a swing and a foul back, 2-2. I think part of what it is with Holliday, in my opinion, is right now his swing is long. He's got to be able to shorten that swing a little bit. His bat speed, either he needs to quicker with the bat or he needs to shorten his swing a little bit. Because a lot of times his swing is still very long, which is going to be hard, especially on guys with upper 90s stuff. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul again. So he'll have to find ways to adjust in the off season and in spring training to be able to adjust to those high fastballs, especially balls when he's behind in the count, to just keep the at-bat alive, foul some pitches off, and just wait for a good pitch to hit. Like he's doing here, and he did in his first at-bat. 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball, foul down the first base line, just foul. Oh, Ryan, absolutely there's a transition. That's why I always tell folks, we had people, I'd put in videos and I'd get comments on videos and this, that, and the other. And people say, trade Jackson Holliday, send him back down. He's not good. He can't hit lefties. I'm like, guys, he's had 45 games in the major leagues. 2-2 pitch, outside, ball 3, 3-2. It's like he's had 45, 55 games in the major leagues. Let's relax, please. Can he have some time? The biggest jump in professional baseball is from AAA to the majors. It's going to take time. 3-2 pitch, walks in ball 4. So back-to-back walks for Jackson Holliday in his first 2 at-bats. That's good at-bats to me. He fell behind in both at-bats, 0-2, and was able to stay alive, work the counts, and he worked some walks. So he doesn't have an at-bat yet, but he's got 2 walks. Ryan, he does. He has 5 home runs on the year. He's got like 17 RBIs in like 45 games. He's doing just fine. I'm sure the Guardians would take him. But look, the Orioles know what they got. Do we like our chances against the Tigers? Because Corbin Burnes has been Name the start. Well, I don't even know that it's going to be the Tigers yet. I don't know that it's going to be Detroit just yet. It might be Kansas City. But, look, either way, the Orioles are going to have to face good pitching. If they face the Tigers, it's going to be Tariq Skubal in the first game. And they didn't even face him in the last series against Detroit, and the Orioles still lost the series. And they didn't even face him. So, either way, whether it's going to be Kansas City or Detroit, the Orioles got to be ready for it. They've got to go out and they've got to produce. So we'll see. But yes, our chances against either one of them, we're at home. I still like our chances. Here's Rutman. First pitch to him is a ground ball foul down the first base line. I still like our chances. I think we can beat anybody. Even if we get past the first round, we'll have to face the Yankees in the division series. We went 8-5 against the Yankees in the regular season. I don't see any reason why they can't beat them. They went 4-2 in New York. 0-1 pitch to Rutman. There's a ball low, 1-1. Bieber getting hurt at the beginning of the season hurt the Guardians. Yeah, I agree. Shane Bieber was important. But all teams, Ryan, deal with injuries. We did. We lost Kyle Bradish, Tyler Wells. We lost John Means. We lost Jordan Westberg for a while. Grayson Rodriguez is shut down. 1-1 pitch, there's a line drive, foul down the first base line. Grayson Rodriguez has been shut down. He missed a month and a half. We lost Ryan Mountcastle. We lost Jorge Mateo. We lost Ramon Arias. So, I think everybody loses players. It's just how you handle it. And the Orioles did just enough to stay alive. They were so good in the first half when they were healthy, and they did just enough in the second half to stay alive. So 1-2 pitch inside, it gets past the catcher, and both runners do move up. So it gets past the catcher. That's going to run the count 2-2. I think that's probably a pass ball. I think he should have had that ball. I don't know that that's a wild pitch on Matthews. I don't know how they'll score it, but I don't know that I'm going to give him a wild pitch on that. I thought the catcher should have had that ball. So anyway, 2-2 count now on Adley Rutman. Now it's second and third, only one out. And here's the pitch. Line drive. And that's down for a base hit by Rutman. That's going to score at least one run. Yep, just the one run's going to score. As Jackson Holliday is going to hold up at third. But the Orioles now get a 5-0 lead on the Adley Rutman base hit into left field. Nice piece of hitting there by Rutman. 2 strikes. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Tailing away from you. He just shoots the bat out there. Goes with the pitch. And just line drives it into left field. And that's bad base running by Baumann there. Because Jackson Holliday went on contact. He knew it was down. Baumann actually went back to the bag as if to tag. That's the only reason why Holliday couldn't score, because he had to hold up. So 5-0 Orioles. Kelsey Elizabeth is here. What's up, Kels? Good to see you. So here's Anthony Santander. First pitch to him. Pop up. That's going to be playable, I think. First baseman's got it. He's coming over and... Yep, first baseman makes the catch. Santana's got it. Carlos Santana makes the catch, and on one pitch, Anthony Santander is out. That's going to bring Ryan O'Hearn to the plate. Kelsey, good to see you. Melissa Mouse Talk, my wife, is in here. Yeah, Kansas City, last time we faced Kansas City in the playoffs, they swept the Orioles. That was the year that Kansas City went to the World Series. Here's O'Hearn, first time up. He had a 2-run homer. He could have a big day right here. He gets a hit here. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1-0. Oh, I picked up 2 subscribers already today. Thank you, gang, very much. That means a lot. And the likes are at 19. That's good, too. We're getting there. Here's the pitch. 1-0 pitch is grounded foul. 1-1. I'll get this out of here in a minute. We'll update the Orioles box score when this inning is over. So 1-1 count. 2 outs, first and third for the Orioles. Already a 5-0 lead. Here's the pitch to O'Hearn. Swing and a miss. Wow, he went for the fences on that one. But he does not get it. 1-2 on O'Hearn. Keep Walton in line. Don't worry. She will. What are they looking at out there? Anyway, 1-2 pitch is coming to Ryan O'Hearn. And here it is. Curveball, strike 3. He got him looking, and that's the inning. That was a nice pitch. O'Hearn was not looking curveball at all. And he leaves a couple guys on base, but the Orioles add to the lead. It's now 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Good to have everybody in here. Let me get that out of there. We will go over here. Get the Orioles updated. Good to have everybody in here today. We're going to have fun with this game. It's always fun when they're winning. It's when they're losing that's really tough to call a game. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how those announcers do it. I guess they don't really have the team, though. They don't really, I don't even know if they care. They're probably like, we don't care. We just want to get paid. And they do. Boy, do they. Those announcers make good money, though. I'll tell you that. All right, there's your Orioles lineup. Again, 2 walks already for for Jackson Holliday. He's looking good. Well, you know, Ryan, they're off to a good start, and you know, that's what we need from the Orioles. You know, their offense has been so sluggish this year, especially the second half. Obviously, if they can really start turning it around offensively, and the pitching just continues to do what it's been doing, be serviceable, they have a really good chance. They really, really do. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So you have to execute in the playoffs. It's just that simple. You have to go out there. You have to play well. You have to get the big hits in the big moments. The pitcher's got to make the big pitches in the big moments. And when you have leads late, you have to hold them, period, in the playoffs. Or it will be a killer. And, you know, that the teams that play well in the playoffs, as you see every year, they usually win. I mean, look at, I talk about Texas all the time, and it's the God's honest truth. Look at Texas last year. Team barely made it into the playoffs, had to wait to the last day of the regular season to get in. And they go on a run. They win the World Series. And then look at them this year. They were like 4th place. They were terrible this year. They're like 10 games under 500. But they made it in last year. They went on a run, and they won the World Series. End of story. All right, Bauman's back out. First pitch to the hitter is a ball, 1-0. Santana, Carlos Santana at the plate. Yeah, I did almost call him Matt Holliday. Thinking of his father. 1-0 pitches right there. Strike. 1-1. It's on the inside corner, but it's a strike. 1-1. Bauman set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball. Hit pretty well. Center field. Looks like Austin Slater's going to get there. At the warning track, he's got it. That's the first out. Again, if the Orioles can get the win today, it'll be the first time since 82 and 83 that they won 90 or more games back-to-back. Isn't that crazy? They haven't won back-to-back 90-win seasons in over 40 years. That's nuts. It just goes to show you that for as good as they were from the 60s, 70s, and early 80s, talking about the Orioles, from the mid to late 80s through the next 35 years, they were just not that good. And it's frustrating as an Orioles fan to deal with that. But, you know, there's a lot of teams that have, so I get it. So that's it. Bauman's out of the game. Matt Bauman's out. The Orioles have come and they came and got him. So, yeah, he just pitched an inning and a third, I guess, right? Isn't that how many outs it is? I mean, an inning and a third out of Bauman? Yeah, an inning and a third for Bauman. Or on Matt Brandenhide comes out and gets him. So, pitching change for the O's. Not sure who's coming in. But somebody's coming in a minute here, and we're going to get some more. 22 likes! And 2 subscribers picked up already. You guys rock. Let's see how we're looking on the votes. 14 votes right now. Come on, guys. Be sure to vote, everybody. How the O's going to do in the playoffs this year? They're going to lose in the first round? They're going to lose in the League Championship Series? They're going to lose in the World Series? Or are they going to win the whole thing? And so far, everybody thinks the majority think they're going to lose in the league championship series and just miss the World Series. And losing the first round and World Series champs are next. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you doing that, man. That means a lot. I appreciate the 2 subscribers, too. That means a lot, too. So, yeah, we're almost halfway to our mark. Trying to get to 50. We'll see if we get there. Again, this was a last-minute stream, so I totally get it. People probably have other plans, doing other things. It's a Saturday night, for crying out loud. Tucker Davidson's coming into the game. Oh, yeah. The Orioles just actually called him up today. He was in the minor leagues, and they just called him up today. The Orioles have... all right, so here's Tucker Davidson. He's a left-hander. He is ready. He's on the mound. Here's the first pitch from him. That's inside, ball 1 to Castro. We'll see, John. We'll see. 1-0 pitch. That's a strike on the inside part of the plate. Inside low, but it's a strike. 1-1. Brian Baker was sent out today by the Orioles. He was sent down to Sarasota. He will not be eligible for the playoffs. I actually think that's a really good thing. I am not in any way, shape, or form a Brian Baker fan, especially in the playoffs. I don't trust him. So I think that's good news. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop. Jackson Holliday charges, double clutches, and safe at first base. So Jackson Holliday, he sprints in, charges the ball, but he double clutches, and he can't get the ball out of the glove. He throws to first, and it's going to be a hit for the infielder. They're not going to give Jackson Holliday an error. They're going to give him an infield hit. Although I think if he fields it cleanly and doesn't double clutch, he's probably out at first, but they're going to give him a pitch. They're going to give him a hit. So leadoff single for the Twins. So leadoff man on. First pitch to the next hitter is curveball, line drive. Third baseman, no, he bobbles it, throws over to first. Is it in time? No, and that's a base hit. So third baseman Emmanuel Rivera, it's a line drive, one hopper to him. He can't field it. Goes down on one knee, tries to throw over to first to get the out. And he can't get the guy. So just like that, there's 2 men on for the Twins. Because the Orioles defense is not playing good ball. But they're going to give him a hit. And the official scorekeeper is really being generous today. Because I think both of those balls are errors. But that's just me. But they're not. They're both giving hits. So now Davidson's got 2 men on with nobody out. He should have nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch to the Farmers, a swing and a foul back, 0-1. Evening, well, sorry I'm late. I'm watching the Mets giving me I don't even worry about it. Welcome in, Victor. Good to have you here. Yeah, big game for the Mets. They need to win. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good curveball there. Just swings over top of it. 24 likes now. Thank you, gang. Good to have you all here. So 0-2 count on Farmer. Davidson set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way high. Ball 1. 1-2. You know, again, Davidson did what he was supposed to do. He induced 2 ground balls. Jackson Holliday can't make the play. Emmanuel Rivera can't make the play. So Davidson so far hasn't looked bad. Let's see if we can get this going. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3 on a curveball on the outside part of the plate. It might even have been a changeup, and he could not lay off. And that's the first out of the inning. Very nice. All right, next hitter's at the plate for the Twins. Davidson's ready. First pitch to him. Curveball, swinging a ground ball. Weak ground ball to third base. Rivera's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time for the second out, but the guys at first and second, the runners at first and second, they do move up, but the Orioles do record the final out of the inning. Why did I think it was nobody out? No, that's the inning. I forgot that Bauman did get the first out. So that's your inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. Top of the third inning coming up. My apologies. See, that's why I'm not a professional at this. Because I'm not paying attention. Oh my gosh, good to have everybody here. I got 80 watching. Woo, that's 8 more than I thought I was going to have tonight. I don't understand that at all. All right. So the Orioles coming to the plate, 5-0 lead already in this game. They're looking good, playing well. I see everybody using all this AI stuff to make like thumbnails for their streams and all that. I have to find what's a good AI app. Anybody know of a good one? All of a sudden we can't score. Didn't realize Mets are 63-36 in the last 99 games. Best in the big. Yeah, they're playing well. Because I'd like to have some better thumbnails for next year when we call the games. But, we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. I don't know an AI app to use. I'm not a big fan of AI. I think it scares me. I think it does too much for folks. It makes us use less of this. Use your noggin, use your brain power. Don't let that do all the brain power work for you. I'm sorry if that insults folks, but, that's what God gave you a brain for. Use it. Don't be lazy. But, thumbnails and all that, it's more about saving time and making it look nice than it is anything else, I guess. But maybe I'm kind of contradicting myself. All right, so here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch to him is a strike, 0-1. Victor, aren't I your friend? 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2 to Ryan Mountcastle. So Mountcastle has not been able to catch up to the high fastball here. He's kind of challenged him in both at bats, and so far, Manley's not able to catch up to the fastball from Matthews. He's already behind in the count. 0-2 here. 0-2 pitch outside, ball 1, 1-2. So 38% of you says the Orioles are going to lose in the league championship series. 1-2 pitch outside, swing and a miss. Mountcastle, bad at bat there. That's not what you want to see. He strikes out. That's the first out in the inning. Mountcastle is the Orioles' updated version of Adam Jones. It's just that simple. A low and away pitch once you get the 2 strikes. He can't lay off of it, and it's an easy out. Here's Kjerstad. First pitch to him. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Hey, there's Cynthia. Our first member on our other channel. There she is. Thanks, Cynthia. I appreciate you. Thank you for the bobbleheads, by the way. I hope you got my message. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Kjerstad. I did send you a message, Cynthia. I don't know if you got it, but thank you. I did get those bobbleheads. It's very nice of you. She sent me a Corbin Burns bobblehead, 3 of them. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the inning. No, that's 2 outs. Where are they going? I was going to say, where are they going? 2 down. Everybody was coming off the field. I'm like, wait a minute. So nice curveball there. Just drops right off the table for strike 3. So 2 quick outs by the Orioles here on bad at bat strikeouts for sure. Good, Cynthia. Just want to make sure you got it. Thank you again. That's very generous of you. All right, that'll bring Arias to the plate. First pitch to him. Line drive, base hit into left field. Now that was a curveball that just stayed up and didn't break at all, and Arias did not miss it, and he just shoots it into left field for a base hit. That's going to bring Emmanuel Rivera to the plate. Of course, Rivera hit that 2-run shot his first time up. I have Canva, Victor, but that's not AI. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball for a strike, 0-1. I don't think that's AI. Victor, I have Canva. That's how I make all of them. All my thumbnails are from Canva. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure. Rivera is set. 0-1 pitch coming. Inside. Oh, it almost hit him. But he ducks out of the way. So 1-1 count here on Emmanuel Rivera. Orioles have a man on first with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Right? Top of the third, isn't it? Yeah, top of the third. John Messina, what's up, John? Welcome in. Rivera's set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball. Hit pretty well again. That ball is off the wall. It gets by the center fielder. Arias is going to round third. He's going to score. Rivera's going to go to second, I think, with a double. And that's a 2-out double for Emmanuel Rivera and an RBI. He just missed his second home run. It hit the middle of the wall, bounced back, got past the center fielder, and that actually probably allowed Arias to score. But again, another curveball that just stayed out in the middle of the plate, and Rivera didn't miss it. Oh, it hit at the bottom of the wall. So, but even still, hit that ball really well. 6-0 Birds. We're only in the third inning. But Matthews is probably going to stay out there for a while. Here's Slater. First pitch to him is a swing and a foul. Well, you know, it is woohoo for the Orioles because they really need to start getting the offense going. You know, they scored 7 runs I think it was 7 runs last night against Minnesota. You know, here we are again with 6 already tonight. That's what you want to see. Here's Slater. Next pitch to him. Swinging a foul again. So a quick 0-2 count on Austin Slater. Man on second. Orioles get another run. 6-0 Birds. And we're only in the top of the third inning. Michael, welcome in. How are you feeling about the offense going into the playoffs? I think they're doing better. Better at bats. Looking better. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive. Base hit into right field. That's got it right there. Rivera's going to hold up at third, though. The Orioles are going to hold him with a 6-0 lead. No need to push it. And that's a 2-out hit from Austin Slater. Very good. So the Orioles, to this point in this game, are 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position. That's all you can ask. So, Michael, right now, I'm starting to feel better about the offense. You know, I'm seeing better at bats where they're not swinging for the fences and every single time up. You know, they're taking what's handed to them. They're pushing balls in the left field, right field, up the middle. Good line drive hits. Seeing it again tonight. That's what you want to see. Here's Jackson Holliday. 2 walks first 2 times up. Here's the pitch to him. Ball high, 1-0. And I actually think that this is a good experience for Jackson Holliday. Next 2 games, he's going to get a lot of at-bats and a lot of playing time. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. I mean, he's already had 2 at-bats here. He's walked both times. I think this is perfect for him, these last 2 games, to get some real good experience and some plate appearances in and to really get some time on the field. So I think this is good. No pressure whatsoever on him. He can just relax and play ball. So I'm hoping this is something that's going to be something that's going to feed into next season, coming into the regular season and obviously spring training for him. I fully expect him to make the team out of spring training and be the everyday second baseman. And I think that probably Jorge Mateo or Ramon Arias is going to be on the outside looking in. Imagine an infield next year of Ryan Mountcastle or Kobe Mayo, Jackson Holliday, Gunnar Henderson, Jordan Westberg. That's your outfield. I mean, that's your infield. With Adley Rutman behind the plate, probably Samuel Basayo backing him up. It's amazing. All right, 2-0 count on him. Here it is. There's a swing and a foul. 2-1 on Jackson Holliday. Basayo may not make it next year, actually. He is in AAA right now. He finished up in AAA. But, if he continues, I mean, he's only 19. Basayo, he's pretty young, too. But, the Orioles have a bright future. So, 2-1 count on Jackson Holliday. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back again. Good pitch there by Matthews. A low fastball, low in the zone. Holliday wasn't going to do much with it. He fouls it, and it's strike 2. So 2-2 count on Jackson Holliday. Like to see Holliday get some good at-bats these last 2 games. 2-2 pitch coming. Pop up. Short center field. Center fielder's out. In. Shortstop's out. Shortstop's going to take it, and he's got it. That's the inning. But the Orioles add another one. Heading to the bottom of the third inning. 6-0 Birds. Good to have everybody in here. Nice to have you all here. Always fun having folks in, watching, talking. Again, if you have questions, if you're Ninja watching, there's only 11 of you in here, 12 of you, and I appreciate that. But you're more than welcome to ask questions, talk about the game, anything you want. We've got 19 votes. 42% think the O's are going to make it as far as the League Championship Series and lose. 26% say the O's. 26% say they're either going to lose in the first round or they're going to win the whole thing. 5% think they're going to lose in the World Series. I am not voting. But if I were to vote, I don't know how I would vote, to be honest with you. I don't know how I would vote. That's you know what? I don't know. I don't know what to think. I can't be the normal fan that says, yeah, we're going all the way. We're going to win the World Series. I don't know if we're going to win the World Series. I don't have, it's too many years of losing for me to get cocky and oblivious, maybe? I don't know if that's even the right word. That's probably not the right word. So, I have no idea what they're going to do. I hope they win the World Series. That would be a dream come true for me if they can win the World Series. But you know what? It is what it is. All right, so we're in commercial break at the moment. So we're heading into the bottom of the third inning. The Orioles with a nice lead, 6-0 over Minnesota. Minnesota's season is over. They are not going to make the playoffs this year. Which is, I know, and Jeff Snook, I think Jeff might still be in here, which I know is a big disappointment. They were really, really hoping to go a very long way this year. And for the longest time, they were in the hunt for the playoffs. They had like a 94% chance of reaching the World Series at one point. And they just couldn't put it together in the second half, and it really cost them. But, that happens to teams. I've seen it happen many times. All right, so here we go. Davidson's back on the mound. Here's first pitch. Inside corner. Strike. 0-1. So Tucker Davidson's going to get his second inning. Urban Explorer 260. Welcome in. Over 1.5 hits? Over 1.5 hits? No, I don't think so. I don't think he's getting 2 hits. Take the under. His first at-bat was a terrible at-bat. So he's not looking good today. 1-1 pitch. Ball outside and low, 2-1. Seems like the Mets are solely swinging for the fences instead of small ball. Very frustrating. Yeah, Victor, I don't even know that I call it small ball. Just have good at-bats. Get level, good swings. Home runs will come. 2-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball right at the second baseman. Halliday's got it. Throw to first. That's the first out of the inning. It doesn't even have to be small ball. When you hear the word small ball is get a runner on first, you bunt him over to second, base hit over to third. Base hit scores him. Or you get a guy on second, you hit a ground ball to the right side to get him to third, sacrifice fly to get him home. That's small ball. That's what they mean by that. Those types of situational hitting to get runners over, get them in. All right, first pitch to Martin is in the ball low, 1-0. So you're right. Small ball doesn't necessarily mean that you're swinging. You're not. Small ball means to me just when you get guys on, you're trying other ways than just home runs to get them in. 1-0 pitch. Here's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Kansas City's got the lead over Atlanta, 1-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. That's good for you, Victor. Now, Kansas City's beating Atlanta. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, foul down the right field line. 1-2 on Martin. 1-2. I think what it is, Victor, for your team is they just need to continue to win. They can't, you're right, they can't take losses. Losses are going to be difficult. 1-2 pitch. And that's inside. That's ball 2. 2-2. Milwaukee, the problem for the Mets, I hate to say it, Victor, is Milwaukee. Now, Milwaukee doesn't really have anything to play for. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul off his foot. That looked like it hurt. For your sake, what's good for you, Victor, is the fact that the Milwaukee's already wrapped up their division. They have nothing to play for in these next 2 games, whereas your team has everything to play for. So, it could be to your advantage if they're not playing players. I didn't look at the lineup, so I don't know if Milwaukee's playing their starters or not. 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball to shortstop, backhanded by Jackson Holiday. Long throw to first, but he gets him. That's the second out. And I forgot, Jackson Holiday's playing short today. He's not playing second base. Arias is playing second. So nice long in-the-hole throw from Jackson Holiday. It's good to see the arm strength there. So that arm strength is there. That ball was in the hole. He had to backhand it and throw across the field, across the diamond. Starters are playing. Okay, gotcha. Tucker Davidson, first pitch to Lee. There's a ground ball at shortstop. Ramon Arias has got it. Easy throw to first. That's your inning, folks. Wow, quick inning there. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 4th inning coming up. Birds, 6-0. They're up by a touchdown. Yes, a touchdown is 6 points, not 7. Well, we got 29 likes. Woohoo! And look at that. 36% of you now say the Orioles are going to win the World Series. That's what I want to see. Good job, everybody. So, there's a lot of you, what's that? 50% of you don't even think, 60% of you don't even think they're going to make it to the World Series. All right, so in the chat, and you can be biased. If it's your team, that's fine. In the chat, I want to hear from you. In the chat, tell me, who do you think is going to win the World Series? Let's just go there. Who's going to win? Who's going to win the World Series in your mind? Not who do you want to win the World Series. Who do you think is going to win the World Series? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think is going to hold the trophy at the end of the year? Who's it going to be? Who's the last team standing? Let me know in the chat. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to hear from you. In the chat, I want to hear from you. Who do you think's winning the World Series? Oh, Jeannie. Thank you for saying that. Jeannie says the Birds. I think she's just being nice to me, but thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate that. Victor says the Dodgers. Can see that, Victor. Very good team. Still the O's for me, says John. You guys are funny. Thank you. I hope you're right. Man, I hope you're right. That would be a dream come true. It really would. It really would. Dodgers are really good, Victor. Good team. Really good team. All right, so we're coming into when we start the 5th inning, we'll do a around the league scorecard or scoreboard watching. Seeing where everybody is. Oh, Atlanta tied Kansas City. Atlanta has tied Kansas City at this point. So 1-1 there. Earlier this week I had a video. Jeff, you're in here. Jeff, you're right. Talking about guys in the Hall of Fame. There's Rutman. There's a swing and a foul back. 0-1 to him. Orioles, really, if there's anybody the Orioles really need to get going, it's really Rutman. He's really, I still feel, as much as they have great players in Westberg and Gunnar and Anthony Santander, I think, here's the 0-1 pitch to Rutch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I still think Adley Rutman is the heart and soul of the team. I really do. I think he's the captain. I really do. I think if they can really get him going and hitting well, it would be a big coup for the Orioles. It'd be a big plus to this team to have him going and going well. He's behind in the count here, 1-2 though. 0-2. I'm sorry, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. Good piece of hitting there. See, again, that's what I want to see from the O's. Ball on the outside corner. Wasn't much he could do with it, but he just flicks it out, flicks it foul. Lives for another pitch. That's what you want to see when you're behind in the count. 0-2 pitch coming. There's a line drive. Into the gap. Yes, that's going to get down, and that's in the gap for Rutman. It's going to go all the way to the wall. He's going to get a leadoff double. Really good. That's exciting to me. Because that's exactly what you want. 0-2 count. Ball on the outside portion of the plate. Rutman just goes with the pitch and just lines it into the gap in left center field for a leadoff double. Didn't try to swing too much into it and try to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just got good wood on it, puts it into the gap all the way to the wall for a leadoff double. Those are the kind of at-bats I want to see from the Orioles. Excellent hitting. All right, Urban Explorer, here you go. Here's Anthony Santander. You said 1.5, over or under. Let's see if we can get one here. First pitch to him, swinging a foul, 0-1. Victor, I don't know. I mean, he's great. I got to see. I mean, he's really good. But we've had, Mike Trout was really good for 4 or 5 years. And he tailed off. We'll see. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to Santander. Just like that. I think Ohtani's having some of the best seasons. But, let's see how he does over the course of his career. I don't know. Well, let's see. 0-2 pitch, inside corner, strike 3. So Anthony Santander, I don't even know if he's playing today. He's playing, but he's not playing. Easily strike 3 on him. That's 1 out in the inning. Didn't even look like he wanted to be at the plate. So, sorry about that, but I told you I thought he was going to be under the 1.5. He's going to be under the 1.5. There's a swing from O'Hearn. That's a short fly ball to third baseman. Did he catch it? No, it drops. It drops. The third baseman went out. The left fielder came in. The third baseman tried to do a basket catch, and he's not able to catch it, and that's going to be a base hit for Ryan O'Hearn. Adley Rutman does go to third base, but he had to wait because at first it looked like the third baseman was going to catch it. It was just a pop-up down the line. The left fielder wasn't going to get there, and he couldn't catch the ball. Welcome in, Measy G. I need Mountcastle to turn up. Yeah, I know. He's had 2 bad at-bats in a row. But here he is, so you've got a shot right here. What's up, Scott? Welcome in. So here is Mountie with 2 men on. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1, 1-0. Mountcastle and Santander both today are not looking good. Bad at-bats across the board. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball. Center field hit pretty well. It's going to be playable. Center fielder's going to get there. That is going to score a run, though, because Mountcastle's going to, Adley Rutman's going to tag from third, and that is going to get the run home. So a sacrifice fly for Mountcastle. Measy, I don't know if that helps you, but it does give him an RBI, and it does give the Orioles a 7-0 lead. So, Measy, let me know. Does that help at all? And now the O's have a 7-0 lead. Gunnar Henderson has the day off. Here's Kjerstad. First pitch to him, swinging a foul back, 0-1. 98 miles an hour from Varland. Louis Varland, man, he's turning up the heat. I think Kjerstad's going to find a place on this team next year to get 500 at-bats. I really do. 0-1 pitch. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone, but it's a strike. 98 miles an hour. That's a tough pitch right there. Oh, Scott, I would love to do that. I don't know, Measy. It's going to be tough. Just 2? Maybe, though. Maybe. 0-2 pitch coming. Inside, ball, 1-2. All it takes is a double. He hit that ball well. He just hit it right at center fielder. He hits that ball in the gap somewhere. There's your 2 bases. So that was a better at-bat for Mountcastle. 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. Again, for me, it's all about the type of at-bat I want to see. I just want to see good at-bats. The 2-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 3 right there on the inside corner. That's a strike. Kjerstad didn't like it, but that's a strike. Strike 3, that's your inning. But the O's get yet another run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. O's with the 7-0 lead. Sad part about it for Ryan, for Heston Kjerstad is the fact that he's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. For some reason it hasn't updated, but anyway. Let's get this going here. Good to have everybody in here. Orioles, Twins, 7-0 Birds already. Playing really well today. They did an opener to start. They had Baumann start. They had Tucker Davidson come in after him. I don't know if Davidson's still going to be in the game. I guess we'll find out in a few minutes here. Hey, Walt, if the O's make the series, will you go to Baltimore to see a game? Victor, I would love to. I'm serious. If they make the World Series, I've got to find a way to get there. I don't know how I do it, but I've got to find a way. You just don't know that it'll ever happen again. So if they make it, I'm going to find a way to get there. I have to. I'm sorry. I don't know if Melissa's watching, but if they make the World Series, I can't not go. Just can't. You know, they may never go again. They haven't been in over 40 years. They may not get there for another 40 years if they get there. Yeah, I'll have to find a way to get there. You know, Scott, that's a good question about Oakland. I feel bad for the Oakland fans. You know, it's like anything else, though. It's Oakland's had a team for a very long time, and the A's have a rich history of success. And I think the Oakland A's have won like 7 World Series, something like that. They've won many World Series. You know, there was a time there where they went to 3 straight World Series. And I think they won all 3. So there's a lot of history there, but it's bad ownership. Tucker Davidson's back out, first pitch, ball, 1-0 to Lewis, ball in the outside corner. It's bad ownership, but it's one of those things. I say this with everybody, and I get it. Nobody wants to support a bad team, but 1-0 pitch coming, 2-0. If you don't want your team to leave, support them then. Be there. Win. Go watch them play. Win or lose. 2-0 pitch. There's an inside strike, 2-1. Last game in Oakland Coliseum, they fill it. They have like 50,000 people. Where were you all season? 2-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. Does your dad still have season tickets? No. Not at all. My dad and I had season tickets for a while, and then my dad stopped going when he moved to Delaware. And then it was me and Walter and Chris Lemmer, who's in the chat a lot. We had season tickets for a while. 2-2 pitch coming. There's a pop-up. Short left field. Jackson Holliday's going out. Looks like he's got it. Yep, he got there. That's the first out of the inning. 1 down. Yeah, no, my dad hasn't had season tickets in a while. It was Chris, Walter, and I that had it for a long time. And then, when I moved, we all stopped, obviously. But it's a double-edged sword. You gotta support your team. If you don't want them to move, then you got to go watch them play, win or lose. But I get it. It's hard to watch a team like that. All right, here's Santana. First pitch to him, curveball, inside and did he go? Nope, he did not go. So 1-0. You gotta support your team in some way, shape, or form. You can't have 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 people every night. 0-1 pitch coming. Curveball, that's a ball. 0-2. Or 2-0. I'm sorry. Ball 2. 2-0. But that being said, the owner, they're not giving him a new stadium in Oakland. Las Vegas is giving him a stadium. They're going to generate probably revenue. We'll see how it goes. 2-0 pitch coming. Outside, ball 3. 3-0. But, the one thing I will say is this. Just because they're going to Vegas doesn't mean Oakland's going to be good. Are they going to draw? 3-0 pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. True, look at the White Sox. They still have fans going to the games. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you gotta support your team. I'm not saying they got to sell out every game, but you've got to give them some sort of attendance. 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk here in the Bottom of the fourth inning for the Twins. Carlos Santana's had 15 seasons in the major leagues. Good player over his career. Spent a lot of time, if I'm not mistaken, with the Indians. Well, the Guardians. I call them the Indians. So he's on first, leadoff walk. Tucker Davidson's going to have to make some pitches now. Here's Castro. There's another ball high, 1-0. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Willie Castro, by the way, 1-for-1 with a single. You got it. It's really going to be hard, but I don't necessarily understand why they think Vegas is going to be anything good for them. 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul, 1-1. What's going to, who lives in Vegas, and who do they support? They're probably going to support the Padres, or they might support the Angels, or they might support the Giants or the Dodgers, probably in Vegas. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be A's fans. 1-1 pitch coming. There's a swing and a miss on a changeup. Nice splitter. Oh, it's a splitter. So 1-2, just like that. So I'll be interested to see how the A's fare, when it comes to attendance, especially if they're still not playing well. They played a little bit better this year than they did last year, but they still weren't a very good ball club. They're still going to lose like almost 90 games. And, who comes and watches them play? Nobody goes to Vegas to watch baseball. 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman's got it. He's going to have to throw to first just in time. And they out at first base. Nice play by Ramon Arias. He came across the bag, in front of the bag. He couldn't get it to Holiday at second because it would have been a difficult throw. So he just took the out at first and just gets him at first base for the first out. Nice play there by Ramon Arias. Smart to not try and force it and just get the out at first. So that's one down. And he just gets him at first. That was really close. That's going to bring Jeffers to the plate. First pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Yeah, Victor, you guys really need a win. You need a win. Jeffers is 1-for-1. He's got a single. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball. Center fielder's got it. And Austin Slater's got it. That's your inning, folks. No runs or hit, man left. Top of the fifth inning coming up. Birds leading by a touchdown and an extra point. 7-0 Birds. Yeah, Jeff Snook. I don't know, Jeff, if you're still in the chat, and if you're not, no big deal. But I'm curious if you think Rocco Baldelli is going to be back as manager next year. I'll be interested to hear what you guys say about that for Minnesota. I think he's back. Grady Sizemore with the White Sox. I think they made... I know he's an interim manager for the White Sox. And, of course, the White Sox, when they fired their manager earlier in the season, Grady Sizemore has stepped in as interim. Yeah, there's a possibility he could sign a contract, 2 or 3 year contract with them. Kind of like Brandon Hyde did. The Orioles were terrible and they lost 115, 110 games. They had Brandon Hyde come in, handle this, losing, have to deal with all the difficulty of losing 110, 115 games, 100 games, 3 years in a row for the Orioles. They were terrible, downright the worst team in baseball for a while. And Brandon Hyde had to sit through it, and now he's reaping the benefits of a good team. The White Sox might do that with Grady Sizemore. They might say, "Look, you're here. We're going to have you here for the term with this rebuild." In the White Sox, and they're still a pretty young team anyway. And he may say, "Okay, great." And I don't know if they keep him after they rebuild and hopefully recoup and get back to being good, but I think they might do that. They may take a page out of the Orioles book and say, "Grady, we're going to keep you for a while. See if we can work through this together." But we'll see. I don't know. Orioles are playing really well the last couple games. They played well. They played well in the Yankee series. They won 2 out of 3. They didn't play terrible in the Detroit series that they lost 2 out of 3. They were in pretty much every game. They just weren't hitting. They didn't have timely hitting in that series. But they had timely hitting in the series against the Yankees. So far in this series against Minnesota, they've played well. They had really timely hitting last night. Had real, first 6 hitters. So we'll see. Well, here's Ramon Arias. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Arias is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He's had a good night. 2 singles, 2 runs scored. 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2. I apologize for the yawn, folks. 30 likes. We're still 20 off our goal. Let's see if we can get there. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. He was taken all the way. Yeah, Scott, done raining here too. It's been cloudy for most of the day, and we did get a little bit of rain earlier, but it's better now. All right, 2-1 pitch to Arias. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Two pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Nope. Third baseman's going to charge. Throw to first in plenty of time, and he got him. Didn't look like Arias had a refrigerator on his back going down the line there. All right, here is Emmanuel Rivera. He's having a good day as well. Rivera's 2 for 2 with a home run, a run scored, and 3 RBIs. First pitch to him is high, ball 1-0. Here's the next pitch to him. Their ball's also high and inside, ball 2-0. So 2-0 to Rivera. I think Rivera's going to make the postseason club. I really do. I don't know if Austin Slater will make it. He might. I guess we'll see soon enough. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike, 2-1. 97 miles an hour from Birdland. I'll be interested to see how the Orioles, what happens with Jackson Holiday? What happens with Heston Kjerstad? Do those guys make this club? 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 2-2. Hey, Chris Slammer's here. What's up, Chris? Welcome in, bud. Be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for being here, dude. 2-2 pitch to Rivera on the way. Outside. Ball 3-2. Just off the corner. Umpire, for the most part tonight, has been pretty good on his calls. I got to give him credit. He's so far called a good game tonight. 3-2 pitch coming. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. Good velocity from Birdland. Had to corral the little one before I got a chance to log on. Like, yeah, Chris, no problem at all, man. Just glad you're here. Rivera, again, having a good night. 2 for 3. 2 for 2. 3-2 pitch. There's another long fly ball. Deep left field. Gone! Emmanuel Rivera with another home run. That ball was a fastball, middle of the plate, and he is having a night. Holy cow. Emmanuel Rivera, 3 for 3. 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Holy macaroni. And the thing about it is, they're mistake pitches from the pitchers tonight. All 3 of his hits are pitches right out of the middle of the plate, but he's not missing them. And just like that. Wow. Good for Rivera. 8-0 Birds. Here's Slater. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Holy macaroni. That's impressive for him. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2 on Slater. Emmanuel Rivera now 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. What a night for him. Again, the thing about it is, they're mistake pitches by the pitchers, but he's not missing them. 0-2 pitch, outside, ball 1-2. Just middle of the plate. It was center cut right down the middle, and he didn't miss. But the catcher was setting up right down the middle. I guess they just thought they were going to overpower him. 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul back. I guess they just said, here, hit it, and he did. There's 31 likes. Thank God. Thank goodness. Keep going, gang. Good job. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. So Austin Slater is the second out of the inning. That's going to get us back to the top of the lineup for Jackson Holliday. Holliday's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. Really want to see Holliday do have a good at bat here. First pitch to him. There's a fly ball. Left field hit pretty well. Oh, it's over the head of the left fielder. It gets by him. Holliday's going to go in the second with a double. It was a fly ball. He went opposite field. Again, the ball was tailing away from him. He went with the pitch and just shoots it into left field. He hit it really well. The left fielder went up, made a jump for it, and got over his head and past him. And Jackson Holliday gets a 2-out double. Good piece of hitting by Holliday right there. Nice piece of hitting. Again, all good signs here by the Orioles. Good hitting. Taking what's given to him and looking really good. Here's Rutman. He's 2 for 3 in the game. He's had a good night so far. First pitch to him. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0. Really like seeing the at-bats from the Orioles tonight. Very encouraging. Not swinging at bad pitches. Taking what's given to him. Shooting balls other way. Up the middle hitting. Very good. 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a strike at the lower part of the zone. 1-1. Really good at bats the last few games from the Orioles, and that's an encouraging sign. Now, the next, a great starting pitcher can stop all that, but it's still good to see. 1-1 pitch coming. Outside, ball 2. 2-1. Rutman 2 for 3 today. He's starting to heat up again. That's what the Orioles need. They really need for him to start heating up, get his confidence back, and be the player that they know he can be. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a foul down the left field line. Nope, that ball's hit well. Looks like it's going to stay playable, and it is playable. And it's caught right at the warning track by the left fielder. I thought that ball was going to go foul, but it stayed fair, and that's the third out. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Who's at another run? 8-0 Birds. And this, that's something we've talked about. Anybody that's watched the games with me, I always talk about, you get a 1-0, 2-0 lead. Those add-on, tack-on runs of how important those add-on runs are, because it takes a 2-0 game, a 3-0 game, that the other team can look at and say, hey, look, we're only down a couple runs. We're still in this game. If you keep tacking on runs, it takes 2-0. 2-0 becomes 8-0. And, like the Orioles got 2 in the first. They got 3 in the second. They got 1 in the third. They got 1 in the fourth. They got 1 in the fifth. Add-on runs, these tack-on runs. And now it's 8-0. If you're Minnesota, this game's over. It's not over, but you get what I'm saying. It puts that much more pressure on. It takes 9 runs to beat you now. It takes 9 runs to beat you. And they got to do those 9 runs in 5 innings. They can, but it's going to be that much more difficult. So those add-on, tack-on runs, whatever you want to call them, are so, so important to making a close game, making it not close, and taking a team's mentality out of it. Instead of feeling like, hey, it's only a couple runs, we're still in this game, where a mistake can hurt you. 1 or 2 mistakes in an 8-0 game doesn't hurt you. Well, that's exactly right, Chris. That's what it does. It takes that game and it makes it almost it almost puts it out of reach for the opposing team. And it also allows for pitchers to not have to be as fine and so meticulous with their pitches. They can challenge hitters. You get a 0-1 count, 0-2 count. Maybe you want to throw a fastball right down the middle and say, here, hit it. Challenge him. Instead of being nitpicky and trying to be too fine with your pitches, just challenge hitters and say, here, hit it. See if you can hit it. And if he hits it out, he hits it out. It's 8-1. But maybe he doesn't. Maybe he hits a ground ball. Maybe he does a pop-up. It really makes things a lot different. It changes the whole entire course of the game. So it is critical. It really is. All right, so Davidson still in the game. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. To Farmer. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball, center field. Medium range. Austin Slater's under it. He's got it. That's the first out of the inning. Yeah, it's it's tough for Minnesota fans. I feel bad for you guys. I know that, for the longest time, they get, beginning in the second half, we're heading into August, and Minnesota had like a 90, no, into September. Beginning of September, Minnesota had like a, or maybe it was August, maybe it's just second half. They had like a 95% chance of making the playoffs. Here's Margot, first pitch to him. There's a strike, center cut, 0-1. What's up, Richard? The legend's here. So Margot is 0 for 1 on the game. He's behind the count, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball popped up behind the plate. Rutman's going to give it a look, but it's going to get out of play, 0-2. Again, for the Orioles, they're lining up their pitching for the wild card series. They've already announced Game 1 starter is going to be Corbin Burns. It's going to be followed, I'm sure, by Zach Eflin in Game 2 and Dean Kramer, if needed, in Game 3. I'm sure of it. They haven't announced the other two, but they will. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Well, it's a splitter in the dirt, ball 1. 1-2. I obviously I think they'll announce Zach Eflin probably on Monday. 1-2 pitch coming. There's a slider for a ball. 2-2. So 2-2 count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 8-0 Birds. 2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, he shoots it foul. We're going to stay at 2-2. $28 votes tonight. Let's see if we can get to 30. That would be cool. 2-2 pitch coming. Swinging a foul again. Let's see if we can get to 30 votes tonight. We're at 28. Let's see if we can get to 30. It's been nice having everybody in here this year. I hope you guys have enjoyed these games. I've definitely enjoyed calling them. 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside on the slider. 3-2 now. So full count on Margot with 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tucker sets. 3-2 pitch. There's a pop-up. Medium-sized range to left field. Kerstad's out there. He's got it. That's the second out of the inning. 2 down. Next hitter's up. There's a swing and a miss strike on Julian. Back to the top of the lineup for the Minnesota Twins. So 0-1 count. Here's Julian. Next pitch to him. There's a slider a little bit low. Ball 1. 1-1. 33 likes. You guys are awesome. Welcome. It's been great, Walt. Like being at the games with you and Walter again. Yeah, it is kind of. I miss those games. Swinging a foul back, 1-2. I do miss it, Chris. I miss my son. I miss hanging out with you at the games with Walter, and me. They were a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we went a lot, when things weren't great. We did see some postseason, but it wasn't great. But wish it would have been more. Swinging a foul back, 1-2 again. Donna Jaworski, what's up, Donna? Welcome in. Good to have you here. It's been fun, even for a non-O's fan. You were great. Thanks, Victor. I appreciate you saying that. I enjoy calling the games. I really do. It's actually what I always wanted to do as a kid. If I couldn't be a player, I wanted to be an announcer. Not that I'm good at it, but 1-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 2, 2-2. Julian again, 0 for 2 in the game. Looking to try to get something started here for Minnesota. Again, 2 outs, nobody on, 2-2 count, 8-0 Birds, bottom of the 5th inning. Davidson sets. Here's the pitch. There's a split slider. It stays up and in, 1-2. Or 3-2. My apologies. 3-2 now. So he runs the count full. Now this is what I'm talking about. So you have an opportunity here if you're Tucker Davidson. 3-2 count. Nobody on base. You have an 8-0 lead. Bottom of the fifth inning. Challenge him. Fastball right down the middle. Don't walk him. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Nope. He walks him. Slider. Low and away. So a 2-out walk. I don't like that there. I don't like that call. I think you just say, here it is. Hit it. You know, make him earn his way on. I don't get that. I think you have to understand the situation and say to yourself, look, here's a fastball center cut. If he hits it, he hits it. Maybe he hits a ground ball at somebody. Maybe he misses it. You know, but you don't walk him. So that's going to bring Austin Martin to the plate. He's 0-2. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a sinker for a ball, low, 1-0. Yeah, they were fun, Chris. We always had a good time. 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a line drive into the left field. Kjerstad's coming in. Oh, and he gets there! It's a running grab by Heston Kjerstad. He took a step back and had to run in quickly, but he does get there, and that's the inning. That ball was hit on a line, too. But nice play by Kjerstad there. Top of the sixth inning coming up. Oh, still with a commanding 8-0 lead. All right, let's go around baseball, see what the scores look like. Bottom of the ninth inning, the Astros got a 4-3 lead over the Guardians. We have top of the seventh inning, 1-1 Braves Orioles. That game's getting late, top of the seventh. Top of the sixth inning, Brewers with a 2-0 lead over the Mets. Padres and Diamondbacks, bottom of the third, no score. Top of the third inning, Dodgers with a 3-1 lead over the Rockies. Later tonight, Texas Rangers and the Angels, Athletics and Mariners. Earlier today, Pirates beat the Yankees 9-4. White Sox beat the Tigers 4-0. Cubs beat the Reds 3-0. Marlins beat the Blue Jays 8-1. Giants beat the Cardinals 6-5. Nationals beat the Phillies 6-3. And the Rays beat the Red Sox 7-2. That was earlier today. That's around baseball. It's funny how the mighty have fallen in a lot of ways. I look at this regular season. You know, Toronto Blue Jays are 13 games under 500 this year. 74 wins. Last year, Toronto won 89 games. They went 89-73 last year. Toronto did. And the Rays last year went 99-63. This year, the Rays have got 80 wins. So they're 20 games almost off the pace from last year. And the Toronto Blue Jays are 15 games off the pace. Unbelievable. I mean, even the Orioles are 12 games off the pace from what they did last year. But it's unbelievable. You know, a lot of people, I really thought Cincinnati was going to win the Central. I thought they were going to have a good season. Cincinnati's 76-85 this year. They're 9 games under 500. Excuse me. But, you know, the East is not the division it was last year. You look at the American League East last year. All but one team finished 500 or better. Even the Yankees went 82-80 last year and finished in 4th place. So 4 out of the 5 teams finished above 500 last year. This year, you're only going to have probably 2 teams. No, you are. You're only going to have 2 teams in the American League East over 500. Now, both Boston and Tampa Bay can get to 500, I think, but they can't go over 500. So you're only going to have 2 teams over 500 in the East this year. Crazy. Here's Santander, first pitch swinging, and he pops it up. It's going to be playable. Here comes the first baseman, and he's got it. So 1 pitch again for Santander. I guess his heart's just not in it tonight. That's 3 bad at-bats for Anthony Santander today, in my opinion. So, who was it that came in earlier that said he needed Santander to get 3 hits or a 1.5? And I told you, I said it's not going to happen tonight. It's not going to happen tonight. He's done. That's it. Take the under. Here's O'Hearn. First pitch to him. There's a ball. 1-0. Ball on the inside part of the plate. That was a slider for an inside corner for a ball. O'Hearn's got 2 hits in the game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging and a foul back. 1-1 on a slider. New pitcher in the game for the Twins. Diego Castillo is in the game. Oh yeah, we can make 50 likes. We can do it. We can make it. If you haven't already hit that like button, hit it now. 1-1 pitch outside, ball 2 on a changeup. 2-1 count on Ryan O'Hearn. 2 for 3 in the game. He's got a single and a 2-run homer. 2 for 3, run scored, 2 RBIs. He's had a good night. Again, it's one of the things the Orioles need. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, foul down the first base side. So 2-2 count on Ryan O'Hearn. Yes, the likes are looking good. You guys are amazing. Good to have all of you in here. Diego Castillo, 6 games this year. He's only had 6 games, 8 innings pitched. 2.25 ERA. But 4 Ks, 7 walks. 2-2 pitch swinging a foul down left field line. So 4 Ks, 7 walks in 8 innings. That's not good. So his command is obviously an issue for this guy. 2-2 count. O'Hearn set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's a ball in the dirt. Change up. 3-2. So the count runs full for Ryan O'Hearn. Mountcastle's on deck. And for a lot of the guys, this is somewhat of an, I can't say an audition because you only got 2 games left in the season, but it's at least a way to get experience. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. He got him. O'Hearn was out in front of that one. He definitely was fooled. He swings away and he can't catch it. He can't get a piece of it. And that's the second out. That's going to bring Mountie to the plate. I know Mr. Cheesy, I think that's what his name was, right? Was it Mr. Cheesy came in earlier talking about Mountie? See if you can get that double for those 2 bases. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a ball on the inside corner. Strike right there on the slider. Kind of tried to backdoor him, and it worked because it's 0-1. 270 hitter on the season for Mountie. Not his best offensive season, but wasn't terrible. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball right field. Hit pretty good. Oh, and the right fielder cannot get there, but I guess it was foul. He should have caught it, but he didn't. He kind of did the alligator arms because he saw he was coming up on the wall very, very quickly, and he did not. That's a fair ball. He touched it in fair ground. Isn't that a fair ball? I thought, the ball hit foul, but he touched it in fair ground. I thought it was fair if he touches it in fair ground, but I guess not. So 0-2 count on Mountcastle. Victor, it's not over yet. Just got to keep it close. 2-0 game doesn't take much. 0-2 pitch to Mountie. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. They know where to pitch. They know where to pitch him. Low and away. You get him 0-2. Go low and away, and he tends to swing at those pitches. He'll chase, and that's exactly where they threw it. And they're going to throw it out there again. He's setting up outside. 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside, way outside though. He's not going to swing at that. 2-2. So Castillo is set. Mountcastle set. 2-2 pitch coming. Outside again, but he does not chase. Good job by Mountie. 3-2 now. So Mountcastle went from 0-2 to 3-2. Now they tried him outside 3 times in a row. Are they going to go out there again? They are. They're going to go outside again. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field for a single. So there you go, Mr. Cheesy. You got 1 base. You got to get the 2, but you got 1. So a 2-out single for Ryan Mountcastle. Or Measy G. I'm sorry. Measy G. Measy, you got 1 base. You need 2 total bases out of him. You got 1. That's going to bring Kjerstad to the plate. He's 0 for 3. 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts. First pitch to him way outside. Ball 1 on a slider. I think that pitch got away from him because that was like 10 feet outside. Kjerstad's got to be careful here now. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He hasn't looked good in any of his at-bats. Needs to get a good piece of hitting here. Just to have a good at-bat. 1-0 pitch coming. And here it is. There's a line drive. Base hit into center field for Heston Kjerstad. He went the opposite way with it. Shortstop tried to one-hop grab it, but he couldn't get there. And that's a 2-out single for Kjerstad. Good piece of hitting. Again, a ball in the lower portion of the plate, just tries to inside out it. Hits it probably about 105 off the bat. It goes into left field, center field for a base hit. So Kjerstad gets his first hit of the night. And right now, the only starter without a hit at this point is Anthony Santander. So good for Kjerstad. That's going to bring Arias to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Arias is 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. So every hitter in the Orioles lineup, except for Anthony Santander, has a hit tonight. Arias is set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a foul back. 98-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. He just said, here, hit it. And Arias almost gets there. He had the timing. He just misses it. So quick 0-2 count on Ramon Arias. First and second for the O's. Back-to-back 2-out hits. They're looking for another one right here. Castillo is set. 0-2 pitch coming. Way outside. Ball 1-2. So I'm looking at the Twins pitchers here, and the one thing I will say, at least looking at the last 2 guys that have been out on the mound for them, lots of velocity. And if they can harness their command, they could have some back of the end guys here. Lots of velocity. 1-2 pitch. There's a pop-up. Center field. Should be playable. Center fielder's coming in. He's got it. There it is. That's the inning. So the O's get a couple 2-out hits, but they can't cash them in. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. 8-0 Birds. Looking at the scoreboard, keep an eye on teams in the scoreboard side of things. Kansas City is still 1-1 with Atlanta, and Milwaukee has still got a 2-0 lead over the Mets. Some big games there. Mets-Atlanta are in a big battle for that wild card spot. That final wild card spot in the National League. So that's a big game for them. Arizona's right there too. Arizona, New York, and the Braves, all 3 of them are vying for the last 2 spots. So it's an important game for the Mets. It's an important game for the Braves. It's an important game for Kansas City, because if Kansas City can get the number 4 seed, Kansas City will come to Baltimore instead of having to go to Houston. Either way, they're going to have to go on the road, but do they want to go to Houston or do they want to go to Baltimore? That's what's on the line for Kansas City and Detroit. Do you want to go to Baltimore or do you want to go to Houston? Because the Yankees and the Indians have the 1-2 seeds, so they're getting first round buys. Well, Victor, if you want, worst case scenario, Victor. Worst case scenario for you. You lose today, you lose tomorrow. The Braves win today, the Braves win tomorrow. You'd be 2 back with 2 games left. Who has the tiebreaker between the Braves and the Mets? Victor, I don't know if you can tell me or not, but let's say you go into this thing and you got to win both games of the doubleheader. Who has the tiebreaker between the Mets and the Braves? I'm curious. Because you guys could technically tie each other. You both could lose tonight. Let's say you both lose tonight and you both lose tomorrow, and then you guys split the doubleheader on Monday. You're tied. Right? So who has the tiebreak? And I think now it goes head-to-head. So check head-to-head who has the tiebreak head-to-head. Davidson back out there for the Orioles. First pitch, there's a slider for a strike. 0-1 to Lee. Tucker Davidson's really pitching well in this game. He's giving the Orioles length tonight. 0-1 pitch. That's a splitter low and away. Ball 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball, foul down the third base line. 1-2 count. Yeah, let me know. I'm curious to see where the Mets are with the Braves in the head-to-head. Who's got the head-to-head lead? Thanks, John. Appreciate you sharing that out. Yeah, we'll be at Magic Kingdom tomorrow morning for a fun stream. 1-2 pitch coming. There's a ground ball base hit into left field. So a leadoff single for the Twins. Good length out of Tucker Davidson today for the Orioles, no matter what happens here. You know, he's pitched 3 2/3 innings right now for the O's. He's done his job. Mets had the tiebreaker against the Diamondbacks, but the Braves have it over the Mets. Oh my, okay. And Arizona is 0-0 against San Diego right now. Swinging and a miss on a curveball. 0-1 count on Royce Lewis. So again, man on first, nobody out for the Twins. 8-0 Birds. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. So wow, Victor, this thing could really get interesting in the National League for the wild card. It's going to be a wild finish. 0-1 pitch. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. So the Mets have the tiebreaker over the Diamondbacks, but the Braves have the tiebreaker over the Mets. Oh. So somebody's going to have to win outright. Or somebody's going to lose via a tiebreaker. 0-1 pitch, or 1-1 pitch. There's a slider for a strike. 1-2. Tucker Davidson, got to give him credit. He's been effective in this game. I get it. It's a meaningless game, but he's been effective. He's given the Orioles length in this game. He's looked good. He's throwing strikes, and that's good. There's a line drive caught by the shortstop. Jackson Holiday, he had to get off his feet to get it, but that was a nice play by Jackson Holiday there. 1 out. Ball wasn't hit too hard, but he did have to get off his feet to get it. He did have to jump, and he makes the catch. So 1 down. And Tucker Davidson's got looking good. Here's Carlos Santana, his first pitch to him. There's a line drive foul down the left field line. That was a curveball that he just pulled. It was way out in front of that pitch. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting finish to the National League wild card this year, folks. It's going to be a wild finish. What's up, Sony? Welcome in, bud. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So 0-1 count on Carlos Santana. Man on first. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive. Off the glove of the third baseman, Arias, and it goes into left field for a base hit. That's going to give the Twins first and second. Ball was hit hard, but I'm wondering, not Arias, I'm sorry. Arias is at second off of the glove of Emmanuel Rivera. And he can't make the play, and it goes into left field. I think they're going to give him a hit for that. I don't think they're going to give him an error. Let's see. See, that's bad baseball. They're trying to Olay that stuff. Get your body in front of the ball. See, I don't like that. You've got to get your body in front of that ball. If he gets his body in front of it, it hits his chest, he knocks it down, he's still got to play. So here's first and second for Castro with nobody out. Swinging a miss, strike 1. I don't like that. I'm seeing a lot of that now where these guys try to Olay it and one hop it instead of getting their body in front of it and knocking it down. 0-1 pitch coming. There's a curveball. That's going to be a pop-up. It's going to be short left field. It's going to be trouble. Here comes Santander. Did he make the catch? Got him! He did make the catch. He throws it to second for the double play. And that's the inning. Holy cow. They might check this. Santander came running in from right field. He slides. Makes the catch. I think he made the catch. Let's take a look. Oh, that ball looked like it might have hit the ground. And then he doubles the guy off at second. Here's a closer look. Let's see. Did he catch it? He did catch it. And then he had the wherewithal to throw to second to double off the runner who went halfway. And that's the inning. Man, it's been that kind of night for the Twins. Wow. Top of the 7th inning coming up. My goodness. Well, Santander hasn't done anything offensively, but that was a nice defensive play. How about that? Victor says if they go at least 3-1 over their final 4 games, they're in. But they can also get in going 2-2 as long as those 2 wins come against the Braves. Right. So it kind of looks like, Victor, each team needs a little bit of help. We'll see what happens. It's going to 35 likes. Thanks, gang. And we got 31 votes, too. Thank you for all the votes. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the National League. It's still 2-0 Milwaukee. It's still 1-1 Kansas City, Atlanta. Still 0-0 San Diego, Arizona. We are going into the top of the 7th inning. The Orioles got a commanding 8-0 lead, playing really, really well to this point. Offensively, pretty much defensively, they had a good game. Pitching-wise, has been stellar. Bauman was fine early, but Tucker Davidson's really the hero of the game on the pitching side. He's looked excellent for the O's today. 4 2/3 innings. He's had the 4 hits, but no runs. A couple walks, only the 1 strikeout. But, for, making his debut with the Orioles, I think he's done excellent. Scott says, Walt, do you think of Batman getting a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame? Batman? That's a character. I don't know. I don't know about that, Scott. I don't know that characters should get a Hollywood Walk of Fame. I always thought the Hollywood Walk of Fame was for the actors, not for the characters. But if characters are supposed to get one, yeah, then Batman should. All right, here's Emmanuel Rivera. He's had just a stellar night. He's 3 for 3. 2 home runs, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Let's see what he can do. 10 total bases tonight. That's his career high. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's ball 2, 2-0. Ball in the dirt on the sinker. 8-0 Birds. Emmanuel Rivera at the plate. He's had a really good night offensively. Real good night. Here's the 2-0 pitch to him. Outside, ball 3, 3-0. So Castillo, who is known for his walks, is falling behind already in the count here to Rivera. But, 8-0 lead, 3-0, 3-0 count. He probably has the green light here. Here's the pitch. Nope, ball 4. 4 straight pitches out of the zone, and Emmanuel Rivera is on base with the leadoff walk. It's reached base every time up. So that's going to bring Austin Slater to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Slater is set. He's in the box. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike just in the zone, but low. But it does catch the zone. 0-1 to Austin Slater. 213 hitter on the team this year. I don't know if Slater makes I don't know if he makes the postseason roster. I guess we'll find out soon enough. 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a foul. Off to the right. 0-2. Quickly. No changes in the scores in baseball. We'll get into them at the end of the 7th inning one more time, but so far everything looks to be holding. 0-2 count on Austin Slater. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3, 98 miles an hour. Couldn't catch up to it. No, John, this isn't Epcot tonight. And it's not going to be Epcot tomorrow morning either. It's going to be Magic Kingdom. But we're going to have a blast. Melissa will be there. We'll have fun. We'll ride some rides. It is it's a party night, so the park should be hopefully kind of empty. First pitch to Jackson Holiday is a ball, 1-0. Holiday's had a good day. Holiday is 1 for 2 with a run scored, 2 walks. He's had good at bats. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike just at the bottom of the zone. Good slider there. 1-1 count on Jackson Holiday. 5 home runs, 23 RBIs on the season. 176 hitter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball. Oh, off the glove of the second baseman. That's probably going to be a hit. That ball was up the middle. The second baseman tried to make the play. It came off of his glove, and that's going to be a hit for Jackson Holliday. So that's his second hit of the night. Nice. He hit the ball really hard, and the second baseman had to go to his right to try and get there, and it was off his glove. He wasn't probably going to get him anyway. Good piece of hitting by Holliday. He's now 2 for 3. Here's Rutman, who's 2 for 4. He's had a big game. 2 for 4, run scored and an RBI. He's 4 for 9 in the series. His first pitch to him. There's a strike right there, 0-1. 4-seam fastball at 97 miles an hour. Rutman takes it for strike 1. Orioles have 14 hits across the board tonight. And again, the only guy that doesn't have a hit tonight is Anthony Santander. 0-1 pitch in the dirt and past the catcher. That's going to have the runners move up. Jackson Holliday and Rivera are going to move up to second and third. So now it's 1 out. A base hit can be another 2 runs right here for Adley Rutman. That's a ball in the dirt. It's a wild pitch, and it just gets right by the catcher. So second and third now for the Orioles with Rutman at the plate. No, Scott, I'm not really going to call Rams games. That's kind of a little bit harder for me. I know baseball a lot better than football. I know football, but I know baseball inside and out. 1-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball to the second baseman. He gets it. He's going to be able to make the play at first, but that is going to score a run for the Orioles. So it's an out, but it's a productive out by Adley Rutman. Does get the runner home from third, and that also is going to let Jackson Holliday get all the way over to third from second. And it's 9-0 Birds and another RBI for Adley Rutman. Good at bat there for Rutman. It's an out, but it's a productive out. Now here's Santander, the only hitter that doesn't have a hit tonight. And the guy that came in earlier said he needed 1.5 out of him, over and under. And I said, go with the under. And I hope he took my advice. First pitch to Santander is a strike, 0-1. Just didn't look like he was in the game tonight. Just didn't look offensively like he was going to have good at bats. You can tell early with him. When he swings early and counts and doesn't run balls out, it doesn't look like he's having a good night. He's 0 for 4. Here's pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1-1. Yeah, good night offensively for the Birds. 14 hits, 9 RBIs, 4 walks. Still 10 strikeouts, though. Still striking out way too much. 2-0 pitch, ball 3 in, or 1-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. There goes Melissa taking the dog out for me. She took him out all 3 times today. So 2-1 count on Anthony Santander. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a foul back. 2-2. So 2-2 count on Anthony Santander. Man on third. 9-0 Birds. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball. Second baseman's going to get there. Throw to first. Is he going to get him? He does, because Santander doesn't run it out. And that's the inning, folks. I don't like that at all. That's a ball up the middle that if you're running hard. So let me explain that at bat a little bit better. So there's a ground ball up the middle. The second baseman had to range far to his right. He's going up the middle. Has to turn across his body to throw to first. He throws the ball. It hops 3 times before it gets to first, and they still beat Santander by about a foot. No, 5 feet. He's not run. He wasn't running the ball out. I don't know. I don't like that. I mean, I get it. It's 9-0, but there's a certain, perception and reality. How does it look when you're not running like that? I don't like that look. You give your all whether you're winning 9-0 or losing 9-0. You got to give your all. We pay you to play hard, making millions of dollars. I don't like that. Run the ball out. No, I just don't like that. I don't know. I just don't. And again, it's just me. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I'm very old school, folks. I'm very old school. I got 37 likes. We got an outside shot, guys. And we picked up 2 subscribers today, which is amazing. So thank you. All right, let's go around the league again. Let's do it. Let's do one more time. We're going to do some scores here. See what we're looking at. I know there's a lot of people that are looking at some scores. So again, middle of the 8th inning, Brewers still clinging to that 2-0 lead over the Mets. Top of the 8th, Brewers, Royals, Kansas City, and Braves still tied 1-1. Top of the 5th, Dodgers 5-2 over the Rockies. Middle of the 5th, 0-0 between the Padres and the Diamondbacks. Angels, Rangers are in A's. Athletics are Mariners. Athletics are warming up. Finals again today. Pirates beat the Yankees 9-4. White Sox 4-0 over the Tigers. Cubs 3-0 over the Reds. Marlins 8-1 over the Jays. Giants 6-5 over the Cardinals. Nationals 6-3 over the Phillies. Rays 7-2 over the Red Sox, and the Guardians 4-3. I'm sorry, the Astros 4-3 over the Guardians. So there you go. Double play was I agree. It was a very nice play, Donna. It was. It was very nice. All right, so Yennier Cano in the game for the Orioles. Again, 0 pressure here. Should be able to just throw strikes. He's got a 1-1 count on the hitter, Jeffers. No, Don, it was a nice play. It was a nice sliding catch, and he had the wherewithal of throwing at the second to get the double play. I agree. It was a nice play by Santander. But, you know, again, I want to see him run balls out. That's all. 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul, straight back, 1-2. I don't even see how that's possible. The last 8 games, Shohei Ohtani is batting .700 with a 2,000 OPS. How do you do that? 1-2 pitches outside, ball 2-2. His last 8 games, they're talking about Shohei Ohtani with the Dodgers. His last 8 games, he's batting .700 with a 21 OPS, 12 for 13 with runners in scoring position. How do you do that? How is that even possible? Swinging a foul, 2-2 again. The guy's batting .700 over the last 8 games. I don't think I've ever seen that. He's 12 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Unbelievable. Shohei Ohtani is the greatest player on the planet right now. It's just unbelievable. So 2-2 count on Jeffers. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right up the middle. Nice play by Yennier Cano. He actually grabs it between his legs and makes the grab and throws over to first for the out. It looked like it was going to go right between his legs into center field for a base hit, but he makes the play. Nice play by Cano. And that's the first out. Nice play. So 1 out. Here's Farmer. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to him is a ground ball right back to the pitcher as well. Another play. Cano makes the catch. Throws the first for the second out. Talk about fielding your position. Both outs right back to the pitcher. And quickly, 2 outs. Jim Palmer, Orioles announcer, talks about that all the time. How important it is to be able to field your position. 17 gold gloves from Greg Maddux will tell you how important it is. So here's Margot. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1-0. Emmanuel Margot is 0 for 2 in the game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike, 1-1. And we got 32 likes tonight. I'm going to end the poll, or 32 votes. I'm going to end the poll. So the poll has ended, and 41% of you think the O's are going all the way. Man, I hope you're right. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul, 1-2. I think what you'll see tomorrow out of the Orioles is you'll probably see Gunnar, Westberg, Rutman, Even Santander, I don't think most of those guys are going to play tomorrow. I really don't. One-two pitch on Margot. Here it is. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Ha! Sony. We'll see. That would be nice for me. It would be nice. 2-2 pitch on the way. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3, and that's the inning, folks. Let's go. Top of the 8th inning coming up. You know the score. Yennier Cano was a one-man band that inning. 2 ground balls right back to him, and then he strikes out the third hitter. 9-0 Birds. All right, let's update this while we got a minute. Give you guys one more look at the lineup while we got a second here. Update it and put the new one out there. There it is. Every Oriole today has a hit. Again, the only one didn't get a hit today was Anthony Santander. Santander, 0 for 5. But I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. And the O's with a commanding 9-0 lead as we head into the 8th inning, top of the 8th inning. Nothing to update you on the scores. Scores have stayed the same in those 3 other games. Milwaukee 2-0, Kansas City, Atlanta 1-1, and San Diego, Arizona 0-0. All very important games. Very important games. If you're Kansas City, you want to try to get that higher seed so you can go play the Orioles. Obviously, you know, I think either one of them would. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know how Kansas City or Detroit feel. They probably don't care. Either way, Kansas City and Detroit both have to go on the road. It's just whether or not they go to Baltimore or they go to Houston. Either way, they're on the road for the playoffs in the first round of the wild card. So either way, both of those teams are going in against really good teams on the road. So it may not matter to them, but to the Mets, to the Braves, and to the Arizona Diamondbacks, it matters. They need wins, and all 3 of those teams are either tied or losing at the moment. Good to have everybody in here. It's been a fun-filled season. Haven't done a ton of games. Did probably about what I expected to do this year. I don't know if it'll increase next year. It just depends. But we will call games again next year for the O's. And it's been a blast. I've actually gained a ton of subscribers from it. Here's O'Hearn. First pitch to him is a strike right there on the slider. 0-1. O'Hearn with 2 hits on the game. O's have 14 hits across the board. 0-1 pitch. Here's a ball. 1-1. 4 for 12 with runners in scoring position. That's a .333 average. Not bad. Mountcastle's on deck. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 1-2. He was way out in front of that ball. Nice pitch. Very hittable. He just was out in front of it. Looking fastball there. Justin Topa's in the game. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm been fighting a sinus cold, and so I'm a lot better than I was, but still not 100%. 2-2 pitch to O'Hearn. There it is. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to take it himself. And that's the first out. That's going to bring Mounty to the plate. So again, I don't remember his name, but whoever it was, you needed Mounty to get a total bases of 2. You got your chance right here. Here's your shot. I'd like him to get it for you. That would be cool if he does. Mounty's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. First pitch to him. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, so he's not going to do it. So Mounty grounds out right back to the pitcher. Pitcher throws to first for the second out. So sorry, buddy. I'm sorry you didn't get it. And here's Heston Kjerstad, 1 for 4 with a single and 3 strikeouts. I'd love to see Kjerstad just launch one. Show off his power a little bit. Would love to see him hit one here. He's set. Here's the pitch. Pop up. Oh, he breaks his bat. Second base. Shortstop's out. Shortstop's there. He's got it. That's your inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. He breaks his bat in the process. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. O's cruising. 9-0. Good to have everybody in here. 12 of you in here watching right now. That's awesome. Good to have everybody here. We do have an update on the Milwaukee Mets game. Sorry to say, sorry, Victor, but it looks like Milwaukee has now taken a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they have first and second with only 1 out. So Milwaukee is trying to put that game out of reach, and that'll be a big loss for the Mets. What the Mets really got to hope for is that both Arizona and Atlanta lose to keep everything right where it is. Now it looks like Milwaukee's got bases loaded with only 1 out there in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looks like Milwaukee's about to put that game out of reach. Sorry, Victor. I don't blame you. I get it. I've done that too. And I'll do that in the playoffs too. If the Orioles are playing like that in the playoffs, I'll be turning it off. I can't watch. Bottom of the 8th inning here. Orioles, all Orioles tonight. Pitching, defense, hitting. It's been a big game for them. Oh, excuse me. Again, consolation, Victor, for what it's worth. Just hope and pray that the Braves and Arizona lose so that you guys all three stay tied going into that last, going into DeMar and then going into that doubleheader on Monday. It really kind of sucks for both you and the Braves having to play that doubleheader on Monday because you're going to have to use a lot of pitchers in that doubleheader, and that's going to be a bummer because then you're going to have to go right into Tuesday playing baseball, and all your pitchers are going to be used over that doubleheader. That's going to be a bummer, but you got to do what you got to do to get in. So I'm sorry about the rain. That hurricane really hurt both you and the Braves, at least in that respect. All right, so Cionel Perez is on the mound for the Orioles. Here's the first pitch. Here's a ground ball up the line. Looks like it's going to stay fair. He's going to tag the runner. Yep, first baseman's got it. He tags the runner, and that's the first out. It was a dribbler up the first base line. O'Hearn comes in, gets it, just holds it, and tags the runner. Yeah, Measy, I'm sorry, but Ryan O'Hearn, he made it. He's not going to get another at bat this game, bud. He got the 1 base, but he's not going to get 2. So here's the next hitter. There's a curveball strike right there. Slider strike on Austin Martin. I don't think we have to worry about it tonight, Donna. I agree with you. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's ball in the dirt, 1-1. Yeah, he didn't look good the other night against the Yankees at all. But it's 9-0 here. I think he's going to be fine. Yeah, the Orioles 2-4 against the Tigers this year, 4-2 against the Royals. There's a fly ball, right field. Santander's on the run, and that ball is going to be out of play. So a 1-2 count on Martin. Yeah, Measy, it doesn't look good, buddy. I'm sorry to say. Mountcastle is probably not going to get another at-bat in this game unless the Orioles just go off. The Orioles batted .211 against the Detroit this season, the lowest against any opponent. And that's without having to face Tarek Skubal in either one of those series. But they did go 4-2 against Kansas City. 4th straight season where they won the series against Kansas City. So Martin is set. 1-2 pitch coming. Check swing. Did he go? They're going to check. Yes, he did go. Home plate umpire says he went. That's strike 3 for the second out. 15 watching. We're only 12 likes away from hitting our goal of 50. Hit that like button, folks. 4-0 Milwaukee now. 4-0 Milwaukee over the Mets. Not looking good for the Mets. Kansas City, Atlanta's gone to top of the 9th, still tied. Top of the 6th, San Diego, Arizona still tied 0-0. Cionel Perez, next pitch. There's a ground ball. First baseman off of his glove. O'Hearn's going to get it. Throw to first in time. He actually gets Perez. So Ryan O'Hearn, it was a ground ball to him. It went off his glove. He had to scamper to get it. But he actually collects himself, gets it, throws to first, and Perez was covering, and they actually get him at first. And that's the inning. So I guess they took Mountie out. Mountie's out of the game at this point, I'm sorry to say, Measy. So he's definitely not going to get the hit. Top of the 9th inning coming up. O's clinging to the shutout. Can they get the shutout? So we'll find out. $4-0 Milwaukee. In the San Diego, Arizona game, somebody, now it's 0-0, but one of the two pitchers or one of the two teams in the San Diego, Arizona game actually has a no-hitter going. You know what, Michael? I don't think it really matters to me because I think the Royals are a good team. You know, they have Bobby Witt. He can take over a game and dominate. You know, and Detroit's got Tarek Skubal, and we didn't fare well against them. We went 2-4. But that being said, we were a different team when we played them. We weren't healthy. We had players missing. I'll take my chances against either one of them. I don't think it matters either way. We're going to have home field advantage. We're going to have all 3 games in Baltimore. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think I'd rather. I mean, if you put a gun to my head and said pick one or the other, I think I'd only say Kansas City because we went 4-2 against them this year, and we wouldn't have to face Tarek Skubal. So if I have to pick, I think I'd rather play Kansas City in that respect. But I think I'm fine with either one, for what it's worth. I think either one, we can beat either one, and I think either one can come in and beat us, just to be fair. I'll be very disappointed if we lose again in the first round, but like extremely disappointed. But, you know, I think we fare well against both. I don't think the 2-4 record against Detroit is any sort of real view of how we played against them. We did not hit in that entire 6 games we played against them. They even said it. We batted .211 against them in the 6 games we played against them. Our lowest against any team this year. But I think that was more on us than it was what they did. And they didn't hit well against us, so it was what it was. So first pitch swinging for Arias. He's a ground ball, throw to first, and that's the first out. So it looks like the Twins have put in Farmer, the outfielder, is going to pitch for them. Kyle Farmer is going to pitch. So they had a position player come in, which I don't even know why they did that, because it's, you know, tomorrow's the last game. But Kyle Farmer is pitching. Here's Rivera. First pitch is a ground ball to the shortstop. Nope, off the shortstop's glove into center field for a base hit. So Emmanuel Rivera goes 4 for 4 in the game. You got to give him a hit for that. That's a hit. That's not an error. Oh, they did give him an error. Oh, that's bad. They gave the shortstop an error on that ball. That ball was hit hard, and it was a short hopper. I didn't think it was an easy play, but they gave him an error. I don't like that. So that's going to bring Austin Slater to the plate. I don't know if that's an error. I think that's a base hit. But nope, they called it an error. There's a line drive foul down the left field line. So Farmer's in the game. The Orioles are going to keep swinging because that's what you do. You got to play. And they did give him an error on that. So 3 for 4 a day for Rivera. There's a ball. 1-1 now. So Kyle Farmer is in the game. He's going to try and pitch for them. And take one for the team. There's another ball, 2-1. He's just kind of lobbing it up there, to be honest with you. He's just kind of lobbing it up there. It's a 3-1 count on Austin Slater. 3-1 pitch. And he swings at it. It's called a fair ball on a dribbler right in front of the plate. What is Slater swinging at? He's laughing at himself, but you can't swing at that. That's ball 4, and he swings, and he hits a dribbler out in front of the plate. The runner does move up to second, but now there's 2 outs, and it's going to bring it back to Jackson Holliday. That's just a bad piece of hitting there. I mean, I get it. The game's out of reach. It's 9-0, but... All right, so Jackson Holliday with a base hit into right field for Holliday. That's going to score a run. No, he didn't score? Oh, Holliday's going to be upset he wanted the RBI. So Jackson Holliday, I guess, gets a base hit. They didn't show it on TV. They just showed the ball going into right field. So Jackson Holliday goes 3 for 4 in the game. But they did not score the run. So it's now first and third with 2 outs for Adley Rutman. Rutman's 2 for 5. Ball's inside. Ball 1, 1-0. I guess O'Hearn's been playing first base the whole game. I thought he was the DH, but I guess not. There's a strike right there, 1-1. He is throwing that ball up there at like 60 miles an hour. So here's Rutman with a 1-1 count. I think Adley would like a 3 for 5 day. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Oh my gosh, he doesn't even get it, and that's the final out. So that's your inning. Farmer gets out of it. He does not give up any runs. Bottom of the 9th inning coming up. 9-0 Birds. How about that? Donna, he's not really a pitcher. He's a position player that they just put in the game to try to save their pitchers, to try to save their bullpen. He's not really a pitcher. So, I think Farmer is either a catcher or a first baseman or something like that, and they just had him pitch that last inning. Just basically trying to save their pitchers. That's why. 6-0. Sorry, yeah, that game's over for you. So, hold on, I'm trying to see something there. What happened in the... Oh, Atlanta won. Victor, Atlanta beat Kansas City 2-1. I guess they got a hit in the bottom of the 9th inning. Kansas City loses 2-1. Atlanta gets the win. The Mets get the loss. Oh, Victor, that's a bummer. That's exactly what you didn't want. That's a bummer right there. That's going to hurt. You really got to have Arizona lose now. Braves got the win. Yeah, Donna, he was a position player. He wasn't a pitcher. That's why he was throwing so soft. Jackson Holliday, 3 for 4 in this game. Good for him. Oh, that's a tough one for the Mets, man. That's real tough for the Mets. Now you really got to hope that Arizona loses. But Arizona, I'm looking at it now, they're in bottom of the 6th inning. Arizona's got 1 out, but they got runners on first and second in a 0-0 game. And the no-hit bid's over there, too. So Keegan Aiken's going to come in for the 9th inning for the O's. Try to hold on to this shutout. Orioles have only given up to 5 hits in the game. Here's Keirsey Jr. in the game. First pitch to him is a swing and a miss, strike 1. So, guys, thanks for joining me this year in all the games. We didn't always hit our goals, but you know what? The one goal we did hit is have a good time and enjoy the games, win or lose. 0-1 pitch, there's a strike, 0-2. I hope you guys enjoyed the games this year. Those that have come into a lot of them, I've definitely enjoyed calling them. It's been a blast. It's been an up and down year for the O's, but for the most part, it's been fun. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swinging. Rutman couldn't hold on to it. So it was a foul tip, swing and a miss, but he couldn't hold on to it, so the at-bat's still alive. I just enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun this year. Picked up a lot of new subscribers from the games, and it's been awesome. 0-2 pitch coming. Swinging a foul back. This will be the last game we call this year. Obviously, there'll still be videos out there to watch, so please make sure that bell notification is on. I'm going to have a video. Once the playoffs and the brackets are solidified, I'm going to give you my predictions of the playoffs. 0-2 pitch coming. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. So I'll let you guys know what I think about the playoffs. Who do I think is going to win each round, and who ultimately is going to win it all. And I will be very non-partial. 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. So this is what I don't understand about Keegan Aiken right here. He's trying to be, just throw the ball over the middle. Just get it out. You have a 9-0 lead, spot him in the 9th inning. You have a kid hitting 100, and you're going to walk him? There's a swing. There you go. 95 center cut, and he fouls it off. That's an information pitch right there to me. Here's a kid batting 100. You throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle of the plate, and he's laid on it. Do it again. See if he can hit you. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. See, right to the second baseman. Arias has got it. Throw to first. And that's the first out. That's what you have to do. Understand the situation. No need for a walk there. Yeah, can you believe Houston back on June 18th was 10 games back in the East? I mean, in the West, they were 10 games out of first place in the West on June 18th. Houston was, and they came back and won that division. Crazy. Carlos Santana, first pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a ball, 2-0. Again, folks, thank you all for the likes today. It's been amazing. You guys have been awesome this entire season with the call, the live streams. Orioles Weekly on Mondays. Look for those. Here's the 2-0 pitch is inside, but it's called a strike, 2-1. Again, Orioles Weekly on Monday nights. We'll still be looking at Orioles Weekly. We'll have our playoff preview on Monday. So look for that. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. Base hit into left field for Carlos Santana. So 1 out hit for the Minnesota Twins. Arizona, San Diego. Arizona's got bottom of the 6th inning. They've got 2 outs, but they've got 2nd and 3rd. So Arizona is threatening to score. Yeah, Victor, have a good night. Say hi to Janet for us. That's going to bring next hitter to the plate. There's a strike right there, 0-1 to Hellman. Batting .375 on the year. I'm sure he's got very little at-bats to be batting .375. But here he is. It's got an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. Orioles at this point just setting up their rotation, setting up their pitching staff for the postseason at this point. Well, Arizona did not score, by the way. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. Arizona did not score, so the San Diego-Arizona game stays 0-0. There's a 1-2 pitch. Here's a pop up to shortstop. Jackson Holliday's under it. He's calling for it. And he's got it. So 2 down here in the 9th. Orioles are 1 out away from a shutout. And 1 out away from their 2nd straight season of 90 or more wins. First time since 1982 and 1983. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a foul. 0-1 to Jeffers. Can you believe that? The Orioles haven't had back-to-back 90-plus win seasons since 1982 and 1983. Crazy. Aikens 0-1 pitch to Jeffers. There's a ground ball. Foul down the first base line. So quickly 0-2 on Jeffers. So the Twins are down to their last strike, and the Orioles are one strike away from getting the win. As Ryan O'Hearn chats with Carlos Santana at first base. Aiken is at the belt. He's ready. Jeffers is ready as the 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Ball. 1-2. I don't know. I find it stunning that in the last 40 years, the Orioles have not been able to put back-to-back 90-plus wins seasons. That's nuts. One-two count. Jeffers is ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. He's keeping the game going. He's keeping it alive. Orioles tomorrow have a I think it's a 1:35 game tomorrow against Minnesota for the final game of the regular season. Should be interesting. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, and there goes the shutout. Long fly ball, left field. That ball is gone. Home run. 1-2 pitch by Aiken, and he gives it up. The ball center cut right down the middle, and just like that, it's 9-2. Ryan Jeffers with the home run. That's upsetting to me. See, this is what I don't like. This is something you're thinking, oh, it's 9-2. But you have a guy 1-2 like that, and you leave a ball center cut. That I don't like. And he hits it a mile. So 9-2. In Minnesota, there goes the shutout. I don't know. I just don't like that out of Aiken there. You've got it. You put the guy away. All right. First pitch to Farmer. There's a strike. 0-1. Yeah, the ball did nothing. It was just right down the middle. And, I know I said earlier, hey, make him hit it. And he hit it. And he hit it a long way. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-2. I just think on a ball like that, at least have some kind of movement. Nothing there. So 9-2. But Farmer's behind in the count 0-2 right here. And I hate seeing a shutout be lost on a 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Aiken does finish the job. And that, folks, is the ball game. So big win for the O's tonight. Big nights out of Jackson Holliday, who had 3 hits. Big night for Emmanuel Rivera. He goes 4 for 4 with 3 runs scored, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Big night for him. Ryan O'Hearn had 2 hits. Ramon Arias had 2 hits. Adley Rutman had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Ryan O'Hearn had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. 3 hits out of Jackson Holliday. Everybody but Anthony Santander with a hit tonight. Orioles 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. And for Minnesota, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. So I guess they actually did give a hit to Emmanuel Rivera on that. He does go 4 for 4. So 4 for 4 out of Rivera. They switched that from an error. Remember, they gave him an error at first, but he switched it to a hit. So how about that? So he did get a hit after all. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. Love doing the games this year. Great job for the O's. 1 more to go until playoff time. It's going to be interesting. We'll see how it works out. But again, thanks everybody for joining me today. And until next time, keep rooting for the O's or your team. And take care of yourselves and each other. Again, final score, Orioles 9, Minnesota 2. Good night, everybody.